Oh, Jesus Christ.
What did he do?
He just threw it and it hit the umpire. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ.
This is what I was afraid of.
The most embarrassing ceremony of first pitch in baseball history.
This is a disaster.
So I'm sitting at home Saturday evening. I was going to call my mom Sunday morning to wish her a happy Mother's Day. And I'm sitting at home, and my mother calls me, "Thank you for the flowers. They're beautiful, and my daughter took me to lunch and having a wonderful Mother's Day, and wonderful." So we went through our conversation, and then she goes, "Your father wants to speak to you." Now, that's always a big deal because my father never really speaks to me that much.
It's almost like there's an announcement and then your father appears.
The weird thing is you hear my dad in the background. I guess what goes on is both of them can't hear anymore that much. And my mom won't even consider getting a hearing aid. My dad has a hearing aid, but it doesn't seem to change anything. And
That's nice.
he decides he wants to speak to me. So I'll be talking to my mother. This is what you hear. It sounds something like this. Yeah, Ma, so what? Wonderful Mother's Day. Your sister took me to lunch. I was there with Pam and Sharon. And in the background, you start to hear. And then you hear, look, I want to talk to him. I don't even know if he knows my name. I don't even think he says, I want to talk to him.
Harold.
And she can't hear him in the background. Let me have the phone when you're done. Let me talk to Hal. and what, Ben? I talked to Howard about your father. He wants to talk. My mother starts getting nervous. Your father wants to talk to you.
It's like a big event.
Yeah. I'll hold on.
Hold the presses.
Yeah. Stop the presses.
And that's got to mean he's got a definite opinion about something.
Yeah, like there's something
not
burning.
To say like I love you. Or something.
No, it was something like burning on his mind. So I knew it was big. He goes. I was watching television. Did you see it?
I go, what?
Did you see it?
I go, see what? I don't know what you're talking about.
Look, I was watching television. I tuned by the Met game. And they mentioned your name.
I said, they mentioned my name on the Met game. I don't even... Oh, I go, all right. I go, Gary threw out the first pitch. He's been really nervous. My father doesn't even hear anything. He just goes, barrels on. He goes...
That's right. Look, so I never saw a pitch so horrible.
I go, what? He goes...
I never saw when they would show a pitch on TV like this. I tuned by, and they're talking about Howard Stern's producer threw out the first pitch. He says, you never saw a ball thrown like this.
I go, oh, my God, Dad. And my father can't even have a conversation, but I go, oh, my God, do you know Gary was throwing out the first pitch? His worst nightmare is that the pitch would be wild. He goes,
wild? I never saw a pitch like this in my life.
Now my father's goofing on Gary. And I'm like,
oh, my goodness.
I said, you don't know how unbelievable this is because this is Gary's worst nightmare.
He literally talked himself into his worst nightmare.
Yeah, I said, this is his worst nightmare. I mean, I go, you're telling me it was awful? Now I'm getting like full of glee because if it was a good pitch, we'd be done.
Yeah, it'd be over.
Now I'm smelling the first 2 hours of the show are going to be fantastic because Gary's pitch was, he goes,
it was unbelievable.
The man is right.
The
man is right.
I immediately watched it. And, I said, I have it right here. You have it
there. He's like, send it to me.
Yeah, right. Like,
he wants to remember
he couldn't believe it. Well, I watched the pitch. And Beth looks at me and goes, he threw it like a girl.
Oh.
So I go, what do you mean? She goes, I guarantee you I can throw better than that.
Wow.
I guarantee it, too.
She goes, my father, we used to go out and throw balls all the time. She's the first time. Her father was such a stickler for sports. I mean, she has two brothers who were both
full scholarships for sports.
Like Penn State type stuff.
Yeah. Penn State
top
full
of-
scholarship
yeah,
for football
top of the line.
and basketball at University of Vermont. And, full ride, didn't have to pay for college. And
Wow.
she said, my dad used to, I would cry. He'd make me put on a glove. This is Beth. And she says he would throw balls at me until I would catch it. She said, the first
Wow.
ball hit me in the head. And he made me stand there and keep. He was like one of those sports dads.
Yeah.
Like the great Santini.
And she said I was always grateful in a weird way because she goes, I could always play any sport and throw a ball. And I said, yeah. I said, I don't know what happened with this guy. She goes, I've never seen a pitch like this. So
And he supposedly can throw a pitch, right?
so we're, yeah.
I don't know who told him that.
So we're drinking a bottle of wine at the house.
You're on that dead end street still, huh?
Yeah, I'm still drinking. I'm sorry, Artie. And I got.
Hey.
I'm moving 2 guys in with me to watch me full time.
Why don't you make your own grave over there?
Yeah. So anyway, and by the way, when I saw the pitch, I saw Artie was standing right there next to the catcher.
Oh, Artie did show up.
I showed
He
up.
was down on the field.
Oh, I showed up.
And I said, where were your 2 bodyguards?
One was Joe was right next to me.
he was.
If- look at it. You see me and Joe laugh like we're watching.
I got upset. I thought you were on your own.
He escaped.
No, Joe was with me.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, because that's a place to score, Shea Stadium,
Right.
or whatever stadium that's called now.
Oh no, City Field.
City Field.
Believe me, the neighborhood outside City Field is the same as it was outside Shea Stadium.
Right.
It looks like it's a bunch of chop shops for cars, though.
I go, I got to call Gary. I called Gary. I go, oh, what happened? He goes, I'm on my 2nd Scotch bowl.
Yeah, he started getting loaded.
He was getting loaded. And
I had to
drinking.
leave.
It was unbelievable.
Really? He was that devastated that now he had to get drunk?
He had to
needed
get drunk.
Some fortitude.
I go, that was your worst nightmare? He goes, I don't know why I did it. So I didn't want to start busting his balls too bad.
Right then, yeah.
I watched this pitch. I wrote to Sal and Richard. I said, find that kid who does the animation for us. Kevin Lofton.
Yeah, Kevin Lofton.
I say, find him. I said, so follow the trajectory of the ball. After it leaves the stadium, where does it ends up in outer space? But you see it, you go with it all when it's orbiting the Earth, the pitch.
It's space junk now.
I mean, it was unbelievably bad.
It was
Where
a double.
did it go?
Well, it was a double whammy because, first of all, I wish I would have played catch with Gary because I love Gary to death. But someone's misinforming him. He can't throw. He throws like a chick.
Oh,
and
That's what
I would have
Beth
played.
said.
I would have played catch with him for 2 seconds and begged him not to do it. I would have said, I said,
Get your son out
I'll
there.
teach you how to call in sick or something. I mean, you can't do it because he throws like he didn't play high school ball.
But that's why he was nervous, because you're right. He claims he can throw a ball.
He can't. He can't throw a ball. No, he can't. I would have known it. John Hine is not his friend because John let him believe he can. Anyone who plays catch with the guy, I said 2 pitches, I could have figured out he can't throw a ball.
Did the umpire actually catch the ball, or did he
He just go get
He
it.
had to go get it. Ball was not there, ball.
Me and Robert Smigel were there. I said to Smigel, I said, what a great day. We just saw Lance Bass throw out the first pitch.
Was the umpire cracking up?
The whole stadium was laughing.
So I said
my
to
God.
Gary when I called him, I go, what did Artie say? He goes, oh, Artie just, hit me on the back, and he basically said, better luck next time or something. So you were like saving it up for the everyone. You know what? Here this morning, nobody would talk to Gary. Like Will wouldn't talk to him. No one, because Gary says to me, oh my God. He goes, do you notice no one's talking to me? I go, Gary, they're all waiting and saving it for the air.
It was.
Listen to this. The Daily News called Gary's pitch the most embarrassing ceremonial first pitch in baseball history.
my
Howard,
God.
some broad who I've never heard of sang the national anthem.
Yeah.
She looked like a Britney Spears or something.
Right.
She should have thrown out the first pitch.
She would have done a better job.
And I was trying to justify what Gary did. It was Autism Awareness Day.
He should have said he had autism.
I said Gary was nice. He threw out the pitch like he's autistic.
Yeah, he wanted the kids to feel good about themselves. Will, it was obvious you weren't even talking to
Well,
him.
it was great. I brought my whole family, went out to the game on Saturday.
All Philly fans,
I
by
just
the
wanted
way.
to see him throw that pitch.
And by the way, we should mention, because it was Autism Day, Gary had brought in about 100 listeners to watch him throw the first pitch.
Jeez.
Lucas is such a sweet kid.
Right.
He came up to me before the pitch, and said to me, Artie, I love my dad, but if he screws up, you got to make fun of him. That's what he said.
Right.
After the pitch, he saw how sad his father was, and the sweetest thing happened in the suite we had. He came back up to me and like dead serious. He goes, "Please don't be too hard on my father." So I promised him. But Lucas, you're learning something about life right now. I have a job. I got to do it. I'm making money.
You made a deal with a drug addict, Lucas. They don't tell you the truth.
This is the way it usually goes with them.
But he should have let Jackson throw it out, because Jackson even said to me, you could tell he's a good athlete, and he said, I want to throw it out. I would love to. Like, he was ready to go. You know?
And by the way, Sal is in the hallway for the TV cameras mimicking Gary's first pitch before we get to Will.
What's he throwing, like Sal?
Let's see. There. Oh, there it is. He's got the Gary mask on. You're throwing it too good. Oh, you're winding up. Okay. Take a shot put.
Oh, man.
That's funny.
Wow.
When Sal does that, that's funny. That should be Sal's stand-up act.
I mean, when I heard Will was there, I'm thinking, like, it's all Philly fans, like, in his family.
Oh, it's worth every penny.
So what
to
happened
pay.
when you were in the stands, you were watching?
Yeah, we were way back in the outfield, so I had a bad angle for it. So he throws the ball, and you're like, oh, okay, it's going to reach the plate. He actually threw it far enough.
Right.
But then it hits the umpire, who's about 5 feet right of the batter's box. You're like, is it even physically possible to throw the ball that badly?
Ralph, you're on the air. Did you see the pitch?
I thought Star Trek was good.
Better.
He threw like a Star Trek fan.
How do you? I don't understand. Like, how did it? Like, it wasn't even close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, with all that, first of all, and then
He
Gary.
had a pitching coach.
That's nothing. You don't even know the half of it. When I spoke to Gary and he was drinking scotch on Saturday night after this fiasco, I said, "What's going on?" He goes, he had hired a psychologist
Oh,
Get out of here.
to work through it with him.
Fire that guy.
He hired a guy to do 100 pitches with him, a pitching coach. And Gary goes, I don't know. I threw 95 of those pitches perfectly, and then 5 of them went bad, and now I'm focused on the 5 that went bad. So then he hired the psychologist to work
get
through
that
with
out
him.
of his head.
He should have had the psychologist throw out the pitch.
But what you're telling me, Artie, is Gary doesn't know how to throw. He should have had the psychologist.
He doesn't. I'm telling you, I could tell. I played baseball for a long time.
Right.
And I played like hardball. I played in a fast pitch league for a while. And I know what it's like. You play catch with a guy, you could tell, okay, this guy knows how to throw a ball.
Right.
And I'm telling you, if I played catch with Gary, I could have told him, don't do it, man.
Was Gary's worse than Chris Rock?
Yes. I think it was the worst pitch in the history. I mean, the Met players and fans, everybody around in the suite. I mean, the autistic kids were going, "Wow!" Sebastian Bach was there.
Yeah.
First of all, the Sebastian Bach had the line of the day.
What do you say?
Sebastian Bach sang 3 songs before the game, and no one was listening to him.
Right.
Although I thought he sounded pretty good.
Right.
And afterwards, we see him, and he's like one of those, dude, what's up?
Yeah, he's a heavy metal guy.
Yeah, right, heavy metal guy.
Yeah.
The lead singer of Skid Row in the 80s. But he goes, all I know is Gary threw worse than I sang.
That's the ultimate insult.
Thank God for Gary, is what he's saying.
There was like,
He threw worse than I sang.
We all took a picture.
Do you know the Daily News? I mean, for the Daily News newspaper to say.
Comment even on a picture.
I mean, to say it's the single most embarrassing moment in the history of first pitches.
Yeah.
In the history of the Mets? You know how many embarrassing moments the Mets have?
Oh, here it
done
is.
Worse.
Gary Dell'Abate, we all know him as Baba Booey from the Howard Stern Show, delivered what has to be the most embarrassing ceremonial first pitch in baseball history Saturday. He had been talking for weeks on the Stern Show about doing this, and Saturday he finally got his shot. The video is below, pretty bad. He may actually be better than Perez and Green combined. If you look closely, you can see Stern sidekick Artie Lang, a Met hater, to the far left during the pitch. In all seriousness, Dell'Abate, a Mets fan, was at Citi Field, the celebrity guest for Autism Awareness Day, which is a great cause, one that's dear to my heart. Good job, Gary, on that. But
don't pitch.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to remember why he was there.
That was from the Daily News, Howard?
Daily News.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, let me check that.
You see,
Yeah, Daily News.
I love.
Seriously, I think I'm absolutely sure I could do better.
Well, actually, Ralph, after that pitch, you should worry about your job. I think Gary should be picking out Howard's clothes.
I mean, what was that? What? I mean,
Howard,
first of all, so in other words, what I'm learning is Gary doesn't know he can't throw.
Yeah, and a lot of people. But you know how everyone thinks they're funny?
Right.
You know what I mean? My buddy's the funniest guy, and then you meet him and you want to punch him in the face.
Right.
There's a ton of guys who think they can throw and they think they're athletes.
Artie, listen. He didn't even come close to the plate.
I understand, Ralph, but I'm sure Gary could at one time in his life throw. I'm sure he remembers being in the 8th grade, throwing the ball and being good. But Artie, Gary's had such a different life than playing ball for so long.
About throw like he's a pitcher, he's a sportsman or something.
You can forget to throw?
Yeah,
I think you can, sure.
You get to hit the guy you're throwing at.
Well, I mean,
Maybe Gary thought the umpire was the catcher. Gary, the single worst. Do you think yours was worse than Chris Rock even?
Gary.
No, okay, so mine wasn't worse than Chris Rock because mine stayed in the frame. You know what I mean? Chris Rock went out. And by the way, I would love to have Chris Rock's publicist because you can't find a video of that anywhere.
Is that true?
You can't, Howard. I searched high and low on the internet. They must have had it scrubbed.
It's not on YouTube?
Nope, not on YouTube. Nowhere.
How is that possible?
I don't know. Seriously, if somebody's got it.
You were freaking out, too. You said to me, I don't understand how they're showing this on TV over. They never show the first pitch, and yet they were showing it everywhere. In fact, here, wait, let me play these for you.
It's the most popular thing on YouTube.
Wait, let me play this. Yeah, Howard TV has video of the throw, by the way. Here's the...
let me see it again. I don't think
Here it is.
This is like watching...
Why did you do this?
Well, first of all, there's a couple of things going on. I'll let you.
What happened?
I swear to God, I can throw, and I swear to God that the way that looks like I can't throw.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what's going on. No, I'm gonna tell you.
No, explain it.
I'll explain it to you as best I can.
Like, do you know right away that was the after you released it? When do you realize this is going horribly wrong?
So here's a few things that are going on. I can throw better than that. I promise you.
Right.
So I'm standing on the side.
Yeah, but that doesn't count.
No, I
This was
got you.
your moment.
I knew it was one pitch. So I'm standing on the side, and I've got like 8 minutes before I have to go out there. I'm just getting more and more nervous, nervous. I start to do that thing that I do. You know
Lick
how
your lips?
No, dry heave.
Oh,
Dry
I
heave.
didn't even know you did that.
Like when I get really nervous, I start to cough like I'm going to throw up.
Oh.
Gee, I didn't even know about that disgusting.
Oh, you didn't? Yeah.
I thought you meant licking your lips and teeth.
No. I start to get the dry heaves. I've been given so much advice from so many different people. Some people say, just go out and throw it. Don't
what
pitch.
kind of advice are they giving
Some people say, just go out and throw it and don't pitch. And some people say, go and pitch. And what that was a bad combination of me saying I'll pitch and at the last minute go, no, I'll just throw it. You know what I mean?
It was a bad combination of gay guy and chick.
Right. Listen, I can't.
Did Artie bust your balls there, or you saved it for now?
They saved it for now.
Yeah, right. That was smart.
I'm an 8-year veteran on the show now. I know what to do.
Why waste your time there? No one can hear it.
I asked Smigel to call me with any joke he had.
How bad? So once you release the ball, and you see the umpire trying to chase it down. What are you thinking at this point?
I'm thinking this is what I was afraid of. This was it. This
Right.
was all of it put together, the worst of the worst. I mean, you start thinking of all the things you don't want to do. You don't want to throw it over the head. You don't want to bounce it.
I mean, for my father to call me.
Oh, your father was the least who called me.
Oh, my God. Who called you?
Well, it's always funny who wants to be the first to give you bad news.
Yeah, I was pretty much the first one on your face.
I got a lot of texts. Like,
The first person to give you bad news is your arm.
Right. A lot of people were texting me.
Yeah.
I got about a dozen texts from Booker. It started with, "Hey, heard it didn't go well. Hey, that's okay. I did it once," and then around the 8th or 9th one, it's about 6:30 at night. I'm drinking, and it just goes, "Dude, you're on the news." That's what the text says.
Yeah. Boy, who sent you that?
Booker.
Oh, Booker.
Hey, at least you made the news, man.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, if you had thrown out a perfect pitch, it would have been over.
I didn't think it was going to be this bad. Once I saw how bad it was, I thought. I thought. Listen, here's what happened.
This is Star Wars big.
Here's what happened. So here's what happened. So it's a bad pitch. We all know it's a bad pitch. I'm bummed out, but still, in my mind, it's within the Howard Stern universe.
Right.
Meaning, you come to work on Monday, you guys make fun of me, we show it, we put it on the TV show, and everybody sees it.
Jeff Currow might yell at you.
Yeah, all right. So and the listeners are there, but listen, the place only holds 40,000. You know what I mean? So what happens is during the game, this guy Kevin Burkhardt is a really nice guy. He interviews me during the game, and then they show it. When they show it, my heart just stopped because then I realized now it's been taken out of the Howard Stern universe.
It's on everywhere.
And sent to the world.
Right.
And then like yesterday before the game, Jackson puts the game on every day. And before the game, you know that mayor of Cincinnati that threw like the worst pitch ever? I turn on the game, it's 12:59, and I see they're doing a side-by-side.
Oh, my God.
I'm not kidding. But here's the worst. Here's the worst part of the whole
This is
thing.
one of the worst catastrophes I've ever seen.
And they say it's close.
Wouldn't it be cool if Major League Baseball started to use this clip like in an opening montage for every single game?
Like it became like a wide world of sports kind of thing.
So they decided that as bad as mine was, it's pretty bad, but not quite as bad as the mayor of Cincinnati, but it's very close.
Right.
So I realize now that for all eternity, I'm the second worst pitch. The
You're
worst
linked
pitch
to
in
him.
New York, the second worst pitch, and I'm linked to the mayor of Cincinnati.
This might make Jackson a Yankee fan.
While all of this is going on, the whole weekend, like leading up to this, Mary's like getting mad at me, even like the couple of days before the game.
Because you're stressed out.
I'm stressed out. I'm ruining everything, and
because Beth said to me, "How will Mary be about this?" I said, "Mary's a real ball buster. She's not going to sit and give him any compassion."
No, so
She shouldn't. I mean, this is ridiculous.
So it's the whole thing.
He embarrassed the whole family.
Have Mary and your sons been relocated yet? Aren't they in the witness protection program?
So,
all right, here's your new name.
So we get home on Saturday, and I'm really bummed out. Mary's like, God, like I've been putting up with this for 2 weeks. Is this going to go on now? And I'm like, you're a woman. You do not understand what this means.
And she goes, you're a woman too.
So yesterday,
how do you understand what it means?
So yesterday at 1 o'clock after this thing is on TV,
right?
Wow. I just hang my head and I go in my office and I'm in there, and she just comes in and she goes, "So you're gonna ruin Mother's Day?" She goes, "This is what it's gonna be." She goes, "This is my day, and now it's all about you."
Oh my God! Hey, this is sweet. Gary's kids are on the phone. They want to make him feel better. Hey, Gary's kids. Oh, that's mean. Kids. What do you think of your dad? All right, they can't stop.
That sounds like Jake and Chubba from Queens.
Howard, here's how you know it's really, really bad. I get a text. I'm going to pick up my mother to bring her home for Mother's Day. I get a text on my phone, and it says, "Sorry about the first pitch. How are you doing?" And you know how people text you and you don't know who it is?
Right.
Yeah.
So I go, "Who sent this?" Because they should put their name on it. So what I usually do is I hit the button to dial it, and then I usually get the person's voicemail. It was the owner of the Mets.
Oh, my
It was
God.
Jeff Wilpon.
You're kidding me.
I sort of know him.
Oh,
But he's just like, he wanted to see how I was doing.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
By the way, they announced the game in Spanish. You could even hear during Gary's first pitch they reference it.
Pero primero, aquí está Gary Delabate del Howard Stern Show para tirar la primera pelota del juego.
Please welcome Gary Delabate.
También lo conoces como Baba Booey. Y ahí va. A la puchica, este pendejo Monkey Boy no puede tirar para nada. Quizás con ese gran peso de su tooth and gums enorme, su balance ya está todo chiflado. Los otros jugadores ya casi están cayendo por el ass breath que tiene este hombre. Ahí va ese Neanderthal jungle creature, ¿oímos? Todo el mundo. Y ya vamos a regresar después de estos comerciales.
Oh, my God. What do you got there, Jason?
An article from Newsday.com.
Oh,
What does Newsday say?
Let's see. Howard Stern's longtime producer, Gary Delabate, is infamously known as Baba Booey. The history of the nickname comes from a mistake Delabate made in the studio many years ago. Saturday, Baba Booey messed up again, big time. Watch it. Then they have the tape on the Newsday.com.
Oh, they direct you to that. Huh?
Yeah.
They're driving people to the website with it.
And then guys write comments underneath it, and it's like,
God.
"Ouch, Gary. This pitch just makes me cringe. I watched it live about 15 times. As someone who pitched for 10 years, he should have called me and not a sports psychologist, as he claims."
Howard, that's not a comment. That's the author.
Oh, that's the
Oh,
author.
my God. That's the writer from Newsday.
The key, I thought it was like a kid. This is great. The key is to put zip on the ball, Gary, and throw over the top. I really can't decide what it looked like. Maybe a boomerang throw. But I've never thrown a boomerang. It just looks horrible. Continuing to pile on, it's one of the most unathletic things I've ever seen from a grown man. It ranks second to Chris Rock's opening pitch, so at least you're behind Chris Rock. There's some good in this.
Apparently it's worse than Chris Rock's, right?
Artie loves this.
Let me just say that. I the last time I was at a Met game was 1985. I told Gary. and the only 2 times I went back to Shea Stadium after that was to see the Who and the Rolling Stones.
Right.
This blew both away. This was the
Did you know right
greatest
away,
night
like
ever.
as someone who played ball, when even the wind up is sort of.
Well, I didn't wind up.
My
Not wind up
suggestion
to-
to Gary was to wind up, because if you wind up, you kind of get lost in the wind up a little bit, and it takes your head off throwing.
Right.
Like
But a lot of people said, and then already just as many people said, don't wind
Oh,
up.
really?
People just said, just throw it like you throw it in the front yard. Again, I'm telling you.
Well, clearly you should have listened to them.
I'm telling you, Jackson and I went out on the front lawn that morning because I walked it off. I threw the pitch, and it was a strike.
Walked it
and I
off.
can, in other words, we had the distance. We walked
measured
off the
it off.
distance. Fag.
You spent. Here's the problem, Gary. You spent way too much time thinking about that.
That's right.
Well,
That's
can I
right.
say something?
But I
first
also
of all,
am-
why put yourself in that position? In other words, I don't even think I've thrown a hard ball in my life. I don't know, maybe 10 times.
You do better, though, I'm sure.
I think I would, because I've thrown balls and they.
Well, you're the type of person who the type A would kick into, where you'd obsess, you'd make sure you could do it, otherwise you wouldn't do it.
Of course.
Right.
In other words, why did you, Gary? You can't throw a ball. I've never seen.
I
that's
swear
a
to God I
girly
can, and I
throw.
swear to God I throw a ball every day.
When you, I don't know what you call this. When you go like this,
but I decided
that's,
to do.
That's how that's like a girl throws.
I
Like
decided to do 10 things at once.
It looked like you were in
Wow.
the Go-Go's.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, I won't deny
Gary,
for a second how bad it looks, and I
Yeah, but
I
The
can do.
greatest
I can
part
throw.
is the way you threw it.
I know,
You
but
went-
that's because I tried. Like I went to
like
go.
Artie, like this. Like,
Howard, I know. I couldn't even do it. I tried to imitate it, and everything I did looked more manly.
Artie being there, was that like the greatest thing ever?
Ralph, I'm telling you, it was better than any concert I've been to. It was the atmosphere. First of all, I wanted to hate that place.
It was nice, huh?
Baseball heaven, man.
Wow. So will you go again? Will you maybe go to some Met games?
If the Yankees beat them again in the World Series, I'll go. Yeah. I showed
Do you
Jackson.
like it better than the new Yankee Stadium?
Well, I haven't been there yet.
Oh,
I'm going. I'm going to the Yankee game with my tickets for the first time Friday coming up.
All right.
And I can't wait.
Throw a ball out there.
Yeah, but
I could hit. If you were sitting at home plate, I probably could hit you.
But
Do you want a second shot at this?
No.
Why don't you?
I thought about it. I really did. I thought about.
Would you like me to arrange for that?
No.
That would be
No.
too funny.
That would be the best.
I
Because
understand.
it's the pressure that I can't.
But I
need
understand.
another
What I
shot.
understand about Gary's situation is the pressure, because. Look, I've thrown a baseball a million times, and I threw out the first pitch at a Newark Bears
Why would
game,
he
which isn't
have-
even close to being as devastatingly pressure-packed as this. It's a lot of pressure.
But this is his worst thing. In other words, he couldn't have thrown it worse. In other words, let's
Right.
say he had missed. Let's say he didn't get a strike. Let's say it
It dribbled or something.
or maybe
at
he
the
didn't even
catcher's
reach
feet.
home plate.
Yeah.
At least this was his worst nightmare. I mean, it couldn't have been worse than
And
that.
it was a
telegraphed
self-fulfilling prophecy.
That ball
Yeah.
is somewhere on the moon right
It's like
now.
the greatest episode
It
of
does.
Seinfeld
It looks
ever.
like an air ball.
Do
I'm
they,
like,
do
what
they
was
give
he?
you? Do they give you the ball
Oh
afterwards?
yeah, I have it.
Oh, did you throw it out?
No, it's at my house.
I mean,
Yeah,
you don't want to
maybe
be reminded.
The ball is defective.
Why would you keep that?
You know
should
what,
get rid-
Garrett?
throw it
No,
in the garbage.
You should keep it and have have Lance Bass sign it or something.
Yeah, that's funny. Like
have
every
all of
gay
it.
guy.
All of NSYNC sign it.
Have it analyzed.
Good bitch, Joey Fatone.
Poor Gary. Gary's standing here while Artie and I are laughing. And Robin's laughing.
But you know what?
And you don't even know what to do with
I
yourself.
mean, this is
You expected this.
It's back.
Can I just say, for people who haven't seen it, with the camera, when the camera's on it, he throws it off camera.
No, I know.
Hook Nose Mike is on the air. I haven't spoken to him in a while. Hook Nose, hi.
Morning, Howard. You hook nose, you bastard. Listen, Gary, you have to let Howard set it up again. You got to redeem yourself.
I think in a way you do.
do.
Yeah, good. That's good
I don't
advice, Hook. No.
No, but Gary really needs to go out there and throw the pitch.
Listen,
You
properly.
need to get this one behind you.
Garrett, do me a favor. Can we play catch one day?
Yeah.
And and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to say if Gary should do it again. I'm going to be brutally honest.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
But
Hey,
based
Howard,
on what you saw,
Howard film Artie having a catch with
yeah,
Gary,
we'll
too.
film it. But Artie, based on what you saw,
Right.
I mean, Gary gives you this thing. He was winding up, but also doing something else. 10 different throws.
Right.
The fact of the matter is, he can't throw, and he doesn't know it. And he's one of those guys, like you say, who thinks they're funny, and they're not.
Right.
And you saw absolutely no indication that he can throw.
Major League pitchers are calling Gary and saying it was the worst thing they've ever seen. I mean,
The guy from the Daily News
the
is
owner
saying
of the
it.
Mets, the Daily News.
Oh my God!
I mean,
My
you know what,
father,
Gary, really is.
My
the
father
best.
hasn't called me in 10 years.
Hello,
My
Howard.
father goes. My father's like, "Did you see that pitch?" I go, "Yeah, Dad." He goes, "Well, what kind of pitch was that?" He goes, well, it was unbelievable.
Yeah,
we got to
guys-
call my dad.
Guys get angry about that because I get off the plane yesterday and the guy who meets me at the plane says, Gary sucks.
Well, Gary is a guy's guy. Like
You know
Gary
what?
knows sports. You can talk to sports, so you think it's going to be better.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
This is a disaster.
How do I leave the house? Ralph, at the end of the day, it's hugely embarrassing. I still produce a major radio show.
He lives
that
in
has nothing to do with
Connecticut. There's
throwing a
no
ball.
fruits up there.
Gary, all that considered, you can't throw a ball.
Okay, fine. You can't get a job.
Yeah, I have a job.
No, you don't.
And I can throw a ball better than you.
That I would like to see.
That I promise you. I'll bet you $1,000 I could throw a ball better than you.
I'll tell you what, Ralph, because you're such a big mouth.
Yeah.
Why don't you go and throw out the first pitch at Citi Field?
Sure, why not?
But, I mean,
sure
because
I could do better
Because
than
they're not
you.
looking for him.
no, but I'm saying, he thinks he could throw it better, but but he doesn't care about the
probably
pressure because he's
could.
half
Gary,
a fag anyway.
But Gary,
Do I have to
he
wear a
probably
little
can
jersey
throw
like
it better because he's good. Anyone can outdo that pitch, probably.
Well, not anyone.
I like the chick who goes, and Gary Baba blew it.
Oh my God!
I like when they call him Gary Delabonte.
I know, but they all get Baba Booey correct.
Yeah, that they get.
First of
Baba
all,
blew it.
if you put it on a scale,
When a chick says he Baba blew
Yeah.
it.
yeah, Chris Rock grew up, I think, in a project in Bed-Stuy.
Right.
He probably never played
There
Little
wasn't
League.
a field anywhere near him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
Like
his father probably left him at an early age.
I
or
don't
something.
know if
he's
Rock.
from his father was there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but
Black guy and his father was there? Okay.
according to the show, everyone hates Chris. He's got a dad. I don't know, but he grew up in Bed-Stuy. I know, so there's he probably didn't spend a lot of time playing ball.
Yeah.
So you gotta give Rock that a little bit. Gary actually played. Gary's is probably worse than Chris is on
But,
that level.
I mean, all the preparation.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Doug Goodstein from Howard TV.
We have multiple angles of this, so we just analyzed a side angle of Gary, and in mid-pitch, you'll see he licks his lips, too.
By the way, how do you have multiple angles of this? Because you were allowed to shoot this,
we're
right?
doing a real licensing deal with Major League Baseball.
Yeah, Doug sends
not like
before you
the
roll
stolen
that,
footage.
Yeah, Doug sends me a note this morning. Tell everyone not to watch YouTube. Only watch it on Howard TV because we have a licensed agreement with the Major League Baseball.
It's just frustrating.
And I'm sitting there laughing. Yeah, okay, Doug.
Yeah, everybody's going to say, then
It's so
I'm going to
frustrating. I
watch
spent
you.
hours making a deal with Major League Baseball on Friday, and then
Yeah, but you got the multiple angles and stuff. Everyone will tune into Howard TV.
Look, Howard's a powerful guy, but I don't think in this day and age
I know.
you get no one to watch YouTube.
I know, but Howard says
No
same
one watch YouTube.
I didn't say that. I said
I'm
if you're
not
going to promote
watching
it, promote Howard TV, not YouTube, where it's illegal.
Well, because no one's going to wait for Howard TV.
Right.
They're going to watch it on YouTube, but you're going to have a funny multiple angle
and then
thing.
after this, there's also a shot when Gary ran out. He did something weird too. I don't even know if
I
you
just jumped
remember
over the line.
Yeah, he did like a weird hop over the line.
All right, so here's Gary from another angle. Artie, watch carefully. You're our expert. Go ahead. Here we go. Look, where did he go wrong? Ooh.
Right there.
Yeah. See, even I know, and I'm not an expert.
Oh,
But
look
you
at
don't-
his face.
It looks like he was aiming for the stands.
There's a beaten man.
You look like a beaten man.
Are any Met players laughing in the background?
Well, that's another thing. So I got a buddy who works for Rawlings, and he knows all the players. So the whole time he's emailing me like, "Good luck with the pitch. How did it go?" And he sent me back a note. This is probably the most stinging one of all. I got reports from all the players. It's worse than you imagine.
Oh my God!
So that means like the players are like now it's like the inside joke of the clubhouse.
Yeah.
I know how much this matters to Gary.
And it would
That's what
matter to me too, guy.
Yeah.
I mean, what I would say in my head was just don't look like a chick.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, just
Throw it
I
well.
would throw it as hard as I could, and if it went wild, I would go, look, a lot of major league pitchers throw wild too.
Absolutely.
But just don't look like a broad. I don't know. It's a lot of pressure.
Artie, be honest. You wouldn't have thrown a ball like that.
No, of course he would.
It's physically impossible.
Here's that little
you
hop.
couldn't look like that.
I don't think so.
Here's the Gary hop.
Well, that's superstition. That's
a lot of players do that.
managers do that.
He
too.
should have stepped all over that line.
Yeah,
Well-
I don't know why you cared about superstition.
And I just want to point out one thing. Not that it matters much, but I didn't hire a sports psychiatrist. The guy, Fred, the guy emailed Fred and
whatever.
that I called, but I didn't hire him. I didn't pay him.
You met with him though.
No. He gave me his phone number, and I talked to him on the way home one day.
Yeah.
Yay.
He was
Howard-
a big help.
How are you a little league coach? Do you teach the kids how to throw?
Oh, my God. How can he go back?
Well,
Yeah,
Little League
you
chicks
do?
play.
Well,
Little
no,
League.
by the time I get them, they know how to throw. So I'm not teaching them how to throw. I'm teaching them where to throw. Listen, I pitch batting practice. I'm telling you, I can do better than that.
Right.
Batting practice.
You know what's the greatest
Batting
thing?
practice for who?
For the guys in the dugout?
What is that, Ralph?
Gary has like a jersey, like a baseball jersey on too.
Yeah,
No, it's a T-shirt, Ralph.
They gave him a Met shirt that said Baba Boo. Why number 9, by the way?
You know, I don't know. The guy handed it to me. I have no idea what the number meant.
So, Gary, someone told me that your attitude with this pitch is that you're going to embrace it fully and just start living like a woman. You're going to start.
Really? Who told you that?
That's what someone told me. Like you're going to get you the,
I'm gonna
the
put on a dress.
operation.
Changing
stuff.
his name.
Yeah.
That's who you should get to sign the ball, Siobhan.
Dominic, you're on the air.
Well, two things. First thing, I had to go to criminal court Sunday morning. A businessman got into a fight with his girlfriend, beat her up. I go all the way in the back where everyone's locked up and all these people are in there. And I go up to my client, and here he is, never in trouble in his life. He says, first thing he says to me is, did you see that pitch?
Is that true?
Is there any chance that that's true,
There's
Howard?
no way that's true.
Dominic is so...
Guys in jail?
Can I tell you, walking in the streets, people are yelling it out?
To you?
Just yelling it out, of course. It's incredible.
No.
The pitch heard round the world.
All right. Thank you, Dominic.
To be yelling, why don't you get married for a 5th time?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure which is more embarrassing.
You're dating your ex-wife?
Speaking of Dominic, Gary would have done better if he just ran up to the umpire and hit him with a plate of pasta.
Wolfie, go ahead.
Hey, Howard. I'm not one to usually be negative, but I've seen better arms on a snake. It reminded me of a little kid. They just wind up and throw, and they're 2 feet away from you, and the ball just completely jumps to the side. And I was actually rooting for the guy because his kids were there.
You know what did Gary in? I'll tell you what did Gary in, Wolfie. The pitch itself was not televised originally. You went out and did the first pitch. They don't televise that.
Well, they wouldn't televise this one either.
Right. What happened
the pitch
was
in general is not televised.
you were interviewed during the game, and that's what did you in. They did the replay.
That's what I'm saying.
That was in the body.
That's when it was taken out of the Howard Stern universe and brought to the whole world. That's what did me in.
Brett, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, Gary. I just want to know which is more embarrassing to look at, your pitch or your boo-hoo, I miss you video.
Oh, the love video. Oh. Which is worse to you in terms of, like, the show and taking abuse?
So it's hard to tell. This one's too new.
Right.
Like, I need a couple of weeks to go by, but I guess they're probably pretty equal.
By a mile.
Ralph, I was just talking.
This is really embarrassing, Gary.
The only thing that sucks about this for Gary is he can't sell you the video.
That's right.
It happened already.
Yeah.
A freebie.
Yeah, that love video was pretty bad, but so
this is way worse.
Gary says the pitch is worse. I would think the love video would be worse.
I said I haven't decided yet.
How did you do? You did interviews after that? Like, how did you just not run out of there?
Because I had an obligation to the Autism Society, et cetera, et cetera.
Since the pitch, have you had sex with Mary yet? I bet you haven't even had sex.
No, but that's not any.
Don't you feel like less?
Anything, like, I mean, if it was a strike, I don't think we would have had
You
sex.
can't possibly get it out to a woman after that.
Wow.
Right?
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's right, Ralph. I can't. Ralph is so astute.
Well, let's go to Mr. Warmth. Hi.
I want to thank Gary as a member of the Stern Fan Network for giving us a wonderful weekend. Thank you, Gary.
Did you have a big weekend of comedy, Mr. Warmth?
Oh, yes. The comedy gods were smiling down.
I have a feeling like most of the people in the stands probably thought Gary was an autistic kid.
Yeah.
And he would have gotten away with it. Like they were like, hey, that's a pretty good pitch for an autistic
Let's
kid.
hear it for Skippy.
Yeah. But then I think once they went on TV and outed him as Gary from the Howard Stern
He's
Show.
not autistic?
Let's hear it for Belinda Carlisle.
That'd be funny if he'd gone out dressed up in a dress the next time. Like if they let him go out again.
Throwing out the first pitch and talking about it later on her Twitter, Paris Hilton.
So, Artie, I got a question for you.
You doubled over with laughter on the field.
Howard, I mean...
You turned away.
Listen,
you were so embarrassed
It was
for him.
such a great New York moment. New Yorkers are so brutally honest.
You
and,
doubled over with laughter where you had to hold on to, I saw a railing.
I held on to the back thing.
You almost fell over.
Yeah. I had been to the gym. I was weak.
Well, Gary, I don't know.
I don't even know if you saw it the first time hit the umpire. You were so funny. Oh, my God.
It really was one of the... Listen, I was at the game where Reggie Jackson hit the 3 homers.
There he goes. Oh, there's Gary double over. I mean, there's Artie doubled over.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and Charlie talking to me. And all those guys, by the way, all those guys in the yellow shirts, they're all security guys, ex-cops who work security there. They all had the same opinion of the pitch, pretty
Right.
much. Charlie had.
So how do you go on living with this? I mean, what's your plan? I mean,
time goes by, you know.
Was your
This too
weekend-
shall pass.
Was your weekend the worst weekend ever?
See, the funny thing was my weekend was the worst weekend for me. I mean, I had to go out yesterday. My kids both had flag football games, and only one person said anything to me. Most people hadn't seen it, or if they did, they didn't say anything to me.
They were too embarrassed.
So I said, like, when we got up, Mary goes, again, is this going to be the whole day? I said, Mary, we're going to a field of thousands of fathers. I go, that's all they're going to talk about.
Right.
And so the best part was,
God.
we're standing there, and she goes, see, nobody's talking about it. And then one of the dads I know who actually runs the Major League Baseball network comes over and he goes, like, not even like, hey, he goes, what was that? He's like, what was that?
Oh, did Mary hear that?
And I go, see? And she
Yeah.
goes, one guy. And it was one guy yesterday.
Right.
Then my in-laws came over, and my father-in-law, like, sort of heard about it. And he's like, can we see it? And I'm like, no.
yeah.
And, it's a lot of that.
Right.
And then, I'll tell you what, Saturday night, I went to bed, and I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning sweating and just replaying the pitch in my head all over again and thinking about this morning, even though this is, about what I expected, but,
Yeah.
you still think about it.
So you woke up and the first thing you thought about was the pitch. And like how... Like,
It was like literally in my head, you just replayed over, like, why did I throw it like that? Why didn't I just do what I was going to do?
Like
Why
Scott Norwood.
Yeah.
what were you going to do?
Well, again, I practiced like a wind-up in a real pitch, throwing really hard. And then I just wasn't confident in that. And then I just thought I'd throw it as a throw, and I can't explain it.
It's just such a look of defeat,
Were the garage guys heckling you this morning? Because that's what I heard.
No. The guy in the garage is. Yeah. I got to tell you,
nice pitch, maricon.
What did the guy do?
No. John, who runs the garage today, who doesn't have a Spanish accent. John,
They all do.
I've always
Stop
thought
it.
John should be on the show.
No.
I mean, he didn't say anything. He just made a joke about it, but he would, he would never let anybody off the hook for anything.
Of course
So, like,
not.
that was the first thing. Driving in, I go, I wonder what John has to say.
Right.
And then he actually didn't say much. He's just like, I think he said something like, missed the plate, huh?
Yeah.
I wondered how you were going to set this up today. It's so perfect that your father called you.
Oh,
like, that
my
was a
God.
perfect way for this to
Hello,
start.
Howard.
Oh, but it was unbelievable. But here's the question. Will this go away eventually, or is this one of those things that's just always going to be very, very prevalent on the show?
Always going to be very prevalent on the show.
All right.
Howard, do you realize that for everyone from now on who's going to throw out the first pitch, people's advice is going to be, look, whatever you do, don't delabate that pitch.
So I think that's what I told.
Delabate will become a word.
But that's what I told Mary.
It'll be
That's
a verb.
When Mary and I were arguing about this, and she's like, "Oh, get over it." I go, "You don't understand. I have now become like a benchmark."
Yeah, absolutely.
And she's like, "Whatever. You guys are such guys."
Jeff the drunk, you have the last word.
Gary,
Oh, boy.
Yes, Jeff.
I just want to say I'm very, very sorry to hear. But I didn't expect nothing less of you.
I was watching it from my house that happens to be a Volkswagen bus. And I was embarrassed for Gary.
Well, I was waiting for my shipment of government cheese and weed.
You could throw better with your bad arm, can't you?
I could throw better with no arm. I could have thrown better with my ass.
Gary, where'd this pitch all go wrong?
When I said I would do it, it's just right from the beginning. Right from the beginning, I started, talking myself out of it, and now it's there forever. It's the worst thing that I could have ever imagined. I really don't throw like that. I'll go. Maybe we'll go out for the special, and I'll go and throw a couple of pitches, and you'll see that I don't throw like that.
Now, what was going through your head when you were on the mound?
It was like an out of body. Like my legs were like rubber, my arms were like numb. The last thing I remember was John Maine threw the rosin bag down, and I looked at him, and he looked at me, and I thought to myself, like, even that wasn't good, because I'd rather have somebody I didn't know than somebody I know right there. And then I held the ball, I gripped it the way I wanted to grip it, like over the seams. And he said, "It's your pitch," and I threw it, and I just didn't have faith in myself.
No, what went wrong with the pitch? Did you think you let it go too early?
Yeah, let it go too early. And I let it go too early, and I didn't throw it with full force. I sort of let it go halfway through the pitch.
Now, is there any chance you're going to do this again?
No, I'm done.
Your pitching days are over?
Yeah, they're done.
The greatest of all time. I'm coming to see my main man, Howard Stern. We're going to talk straight talk, get it right, get it real, talk about HulkHogan.com, my energy granules, about the wife that's running crazy with a 19-year-old, a 50-year-old wife that's going nuts with a 19-year-old. We're going to talk about everything under the sun, wrestling, you name it. We're going to talk about Pam Anderson's legs. We're going to talk about everything. So what you going to do when Hulk Hogan, the greatest of all time, and Howard Stern run wild on you, brother?
Hulk Hogan is here. See Hulk on American Gladiators Monday nights at 8 o'clock on NBC.
Yes, he's hosting that with Layla Ali, I think.
That's Muhammad Ali's daughter?
Yeah, the boxer.
I think she's kind of cute.
She was on that Dancing with the Stars that you love so much.
Hey, there he is. Look how big he is.
But you know what? He looks smaller.
Represent your boy, man.
I like that boy.
Bubba Army.
What'd you do, man? You pumped up. I mean, your arms are bigger.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I got both phones from him, but Nick might call me from jail, and I got to at least say good morning if he calls me.
Absolutely.
Would you say hello to him if he calls?
Of course I would.
Just remember, you're being recorded. Anything you say can incriminate you, so no nail files in the apple pie or anything like that.
I mean, I can't say I'm going to send you a gun so you.
No, you can. Oh, you can say it, but please don't do that.
Are you?
Where you want me here?
Well,
yeah, sit down.
Oh,
Have a
thanks.
seat.
When you become a single, how's your hip?
My hip's better.
He's got a bad hip?
No, I got a hip replacement.
Oh, you did?
Why
but
does it hurt?
Still hurts?
We had in the guy Jesse Ventura, who just had a hip replacement.
Please. Anyway, nice guy.
Well, he said he felt bad for you as a father, but he did badmouth you. He said
he's brutal.
He said you ratted him out to Vince McMahon.
He's so full of shit.
You're anti-union,
dude, let me tell you something. Jesse has worked on these stories for 30 years.
He has a lot
He's
of...
finally got him. Jesse knows just a little bit about a whole lot of things.
Right.
And you should ask him about Plato's retreat when he used to come to New York and him and his wife would do all the wife swapping.
Oh.
You should ask him about coming to San Francisco, running wild on Quaaludes for 72 hours and showing up with the same clothes on, pissing in his pants and everything. You should ask him the real stories about Jesse.
Because Jesse said he never did drugs.
Please.
He said he did some testosterone.
Please.
But he
Dude.
never smoked weed. He said he never...
Dude, I smoked pot with Jesse in the hotel room and his partner, Adrian Adonis. Give me a break.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Because he claims, because...
oh, dude, stop. But that was back in the 80s.
Because we had, what's his name, the Iron Sheik on, and he used to call Jesse the medicine man.
Oh, yeah.
And so... And,
what does that mean?
Okay, Robin.
I don't know these
Explain
terms.
the world to us.
It's a Blue Jay.
Double Blue Jay, brother. And around. So you guys are hot. You never stop. You're doing great. I'm just trying to play the second half of the game here.
I'm worried about you.
I'm doing better.
When you sat down, we have a lot to cover, but when you sat down, you looked like you were in physical pain.
Yeah, my back's pretty messed up.
What is it messed up from?
Wait a minute. I told you one of the things that used to kill me about his reality show is that everybody's lounging around the pool in the beautiful house, and then Hulk limps out because he has given his whole body to making a livelihood for his family. And it always seemed that, he was not appreciated.
Yeah, did you start to feel, because now we can really talk. Did you
You know we can, brother.
Yes. Did you start...
Gloves are off.
Did you start to feel...
And you love it.
I do. Did you start to feel as a man, shit, I gave my whole body, really. I mean, you're racked in pain. You spent a lot of years hustling on the road for a living. Not that some of it wasn't fun, but a lot of it's pretty dreary. Did you start to feel resentful that, like in a sense, that your family was having such fun and good times, and meanwhile you're down there trying to maintain your physical health?
No, I didn't feel resentful. It's just, I couldn't stay ahead of the curve because it was never, it was never, the house wasn't big enough, or we had to move again. So I had to hustle. I actually kind of like retired one time, and then when I saw this big monster house being built, I went to work for Ted Turner for 7 years. And
did Linda put pressure on you and say the house isn't good enough for us?
No, she didn't say it was good enough, but she always wanted to move. And like when we went to Miami a few years ago,
I remember you didn't want to go there. No,
I wanted to stay in Florida, but Brooke was recording there, and so Linda found a house and she wanted to move there. So all of a sudden, Timberland, what's his name? Timberland, the producer was going to buy the home. But instead, I came in like at 7 in the morning with Brooke from the recording studio. They woke me up. Oh, we got to look at this house. We got to buy it. So, when they talked me into buying this house, this is what I want. This is what I want. Put $14 million into the house. All of a sudden, 6 months later, I'm standing there in the house by myself. Kids gone. I'm going, what am I doing here? So, and then, when she moved out to L.A., she got this rental house in Brentwood, $22,000 a month.
Why did she want to live in L.A.?
Because her family's from there.
But why did she have to move you and spend $14 million in California if she wanted to move to L.A.?
Yeah,
brother, you got to fix what's wrong on the inside before everything works on the outside. You know what I'm
how
saying?
miserable I knew you were when we were at Bubba's wedding, and you walked in carrying that big box, whatever the hell the gift was.
Right.
You looked like you just wanted to kill yourself. You're carrying this big box. I said, this guy needs to get laid so fucking badly.
The other thing was Linda was there, and she was holding hands with a girl.
I'm telling.
Oh, I can't even remember.
Oh, you want your lawyer on the phone? I'll put him on. I'll keep him up.
David Houston?
Yeah. All right. Dave, you want to be on here? I know you said you want
Dirty
to.
Dave.
Terry, how are you?
I'm doing great, man.
Hey, Dave. So anyway, I knew you were miserable that day. I said, this guy's aching to get out there and play around a little bit.
But at the beginning of the reality show, did you know your marriage was in trouble?
Yeah, I did. We had problems. I remember, I was married 23 years. I remember about the 3-year mark when we started to have a few little problems. I went to her parents and I said, Gail and Joe, I said, hey, Linda's kind of wild, and I'm having some problems with the wine and this and that. They go, well, you married her. I went, oh, thanks. I mean, like nobody told me.
Problem now.
Like they were having to get rid of her. I went, oh my God.
Hey, I know I'm jumping all over the place. Brooke's thinking of doing Playboy. You're going to let that go down?
Here's what's going on.
What's going on?
Brooke, when she was 16, got a call to do Playboy.
That's crazy.
So I called them back and I said very gracefully, she's only 16 years old. Thanks for the call. We appreciate the interest. Bang. So now all of a sudden, her reality show's taken off. She did some really great numbers the last couple of weeks.
I've been watching the show.
I have too.
Yeah. Playboy, she said to say hello too. She loves you.
I love her.
Playboy called and said, we want you on the cover of the 55th anniversary where they'll have Drew Barrymore, Marilyn Monroe, and everybody inside. So she calls me and asks me what I think. I said, well, the first thing you say on a business call like that is we're very interested. Let us find out more about it.
Right.
Now, Playboy could be something where they just got you on the cover and they do nice little pictures, or Playboy could be where they get you on the cover and they want the full-blown spread. And you have to make that decision.
Right.
Because it's a major career momentum-shifting move, which can make your career skyrocket or it can put you in the tank. So you got to be real careful.
So you would be okay with it if she decides to do it?
Bro, I'm not okay with it because I got this old redneck, old school mentality, which is barbaric. But at the end of the day, Brooke is 20 years old, bro. And I did this whole bluffing act of don't talk to Brooke, don't look at her until she was 18.
Right.
But I'm pretty easy, bro. I'm not like a double standard guy. I mean, I can't, run the game one way, then have the rules different for somebody else. But I said, Brooke, you really have to think this through and make the right decision. Timing-wise.
Would you look at the pictorial?
No, hell no.
You would never want to see your daughter.
No,
But
God,
you
I
put
wouldn't either.
suntan lotion on her butt.
Yeah, well, I put baby lotion on her butt when she was a baby, too. She's my daughter.
You're catching a lot of shit for that, right?
You know what? That's all. You know what? It's in the bottom of somebody's birdcage the next day. Who gives a shit anyway? But at the end of the day, if Brooke makes that choice, I'll support her. I think right now it's the wrong time.
Really?
I think it's the wrong time.
I agree,
now.
and I'll tell you why.
What is the right time?
Because
I don't know. Probably down the road when she needs to. Well, you can ask Pam Anderson. She knows when the right time is. Hell, I don't know. I've never done it.
No, Brooke's got something going on now.
She doesn't need
She's doing
it.
She doesn't
Thank
need
you.
it.
Yeah.
And the best time for her to do it is when Hulk is dead.
I see.
That's the best
All
time
right.
to do it. Let him pass away, and then she can go in the fucking magazine and be
Once
naked.
he's 6 feet under.
Yeah, I like her. I find her charismatic.
He is fascinated.
I watch the show every week, and I don't even know why.
Let me tell you one thing about
Why
Brooke.
do I like that?
I got to tell you one thing about Brooke. She is the most honest, pure, nicest person. She doesn't have a bad bone in her body. She is loyal to a fault.
You think
the guy
she could
that
be-
ends up with her?
Yeah, but hold it. You
What?
think she could be a good wife? She's been spoiled her whole life.
No,
you
bro,
have
she hasn't been spoiled.
Yeah, you have given her a lifestyle. You forget. You've given her an incredible lifestyle. She's used to getting whatever she wants. She lives in a luxury
Brother,
condo.
she works her ass off.
Yes, but still, she's going to expect some guy to take care of her the way you do, and you take care of her.
Well, why would you
unbelievably.
marry somebody and lower your standards or even make a lateral move?
Did you ever have to spank her when she was a kid?
This is the truth, the honest truth. When she was like, she still had diapers on.
Right.
And I don't know if she was 2 years old or how old she was, but I was packing my wrestling bag trying to get ready to do another Vince McMahon extravaganza. And every time I'd pack my bag, she'd take something out. I'd put something in, she'd take a knee pad out. I'd put a boot in, she'd take a boot out. And I hit her on the butt on the poopy diaper.
Right.
And I still never heard the end of it. I mean, I smacked her one time on the ass, and she still talks about it.
I would have to spank her.
You know what? I'm looking at
you're
his
brutal.
finger, and he has a tattoo.
Oh, I'm getting that removed.
What is that?
That's my wife's name, Linda.
Uh-huh.
Oh, on your ring finger?
Yeah, I'm getting that removed.
I'm getting married in a couple of, weeks or so.
We need to have a talk.
And I'm getting a tattoo.
We should talk.
Why? Why should we talk?
Well, because...
You know.
Because, brother, let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
10 years from now, you'll be looking at me going, Hogan, we should have had that talk, brother.
Really?
Yeah. We should have had that talk. And I know Beth's a great girl.
She is.
She's an awesome girl, but still, man, you know.
You think love can't work?
I didn't say love can't work. I say
sour?
why mess love up with marriage? No, I'm not that sour.
Well, maybe you're right. Beth even said that to me last night. She goes, I'm really nervous about getting married. I said, why? She goes, what if it fucks everything up?
No doubt, brother.
But why does it have to fuck everything up?
It doesn't have to. Maybe even Beth, it won't change a thing. But, but if it does change a thing, cover your ass business-wise.
Oh, so what's going on with that now? You're going to get cleaned out.
Of course I am.
What about Florida law? Luke was in here.
Is the divorce in Florida?
Is divorce in Florida or California?
It's in Florida, but Florida's a no-fault state. But it should be an easy. That's what none of us. Even David's on the phone. That's one of the things we don't understand. It should be just an easy divorce. It wasn't an argument. It wasn't.
She's gonna want money, man.
Oh, but of course, it was an argument when she filed for divorce. It means I never want to see you, be with you. I'm not in love with you anymore. So I figured.
But what caused the divorce? Were you already fucking around, or was she? I know she's fucking around with some 19-year-old pool boy or something. Right?
Yeah.
Like one of Brooke's friends. Or
yeah, that's been a tough one on the kids.
That is tough. Brooke's not even talking to the mom.
No, and kind of it got really crazy because things have kind of like escalated because, first off, when Brooke started dating the kid, she told Brooke she was the boy was 27 years old, which kind of appalled Brooke. Because that's kind of young for a 50-year-old.
Oh, hell yeah. Are you flipping out about it psychologically?
No, bro, I'm cool with that. I'm way cool with that because I'm not connected with her as far as being in love with her anymore.
Yeah, but what the effect it has on the kids.
The effect it has on the kids is tough because what really kind of set it off is when Brooke found out how old the guy was. It was a situation where, Brooke was living with me, because there was a bunch of crazy stuff going on, and Brooke finally figured out who both of us were. Mm-hmm. So Brooke's living with me, and all of a sudden, she started packing up a little overnight bag, and I guess Linda had talked about spending the whole day and night with Brooke. So Brooke didn't want to upset me. And when she's packing a little bag, she goes, "Oh, Dad, I'm kind of like going to go over and spend the day and the night with Mom." And I think Brooke thought it would roll into like 5 or 6 days, Right. And she didn't want to upset me. I said, "Oh, that's cool." So all of a sudden, when Brooke's packing up, Linda calls and says, "Well, let's just meet for breakfast."
Oh.
And switch gears. So she says, "Let's meet at the Willdale house, a big house." So Linda goes to the Willdale house. Mom's not there. So Mom goes, "Come to the restaurant. I told you to come to the damn restaurant." So Brooke flipped out and said, Mom yelled at me, said, "Come right to the restaurant." I said, "Okay, we'll go meet your mom at the restaurant." Well, what happened was Brooke hung up the phone, and this is the house she grew up in. She wanted to go upstairs and see her room because she hadn't been there for 4 or 5 months and see what clothes were there. And as she walked upstairs to turn left to her room, she looked in Nick's room. Now, Nick's in jail.
Right.
And when she looked in Nick's room, all Nick's clothes were on the bed. His jewelry was out. When she walked in Nick's room, the computer was on. And she goes, "What the hell?" And all of a sudden, she opened Nick's bathroom door, and there's 2 6'4", 19-year-old boys. She goes, "What are you doing in my house?" And the one kid goes, "I live here. I date your mom."
Oh.
And Brooke looked at the kid and goes, "You're Charlie Hill. I went to school with you. You're younger than me." So Brooke started shaking and called me.
Oh, my God.
And I didn't know if it was going to be an Aruba situation. They were going to beat her up or rape her. I don't know what's going on. So I said, "Just tell them you're calling the cops." They left, and as Charlie walked out, he clicked off on Nick's computer. So, I mean, the invasion of privacy to put your daughter in that situation. And Linda got pissed at Brooke and said, "Brooke ransacked the house." This is the house she grew up in.
Wow.
So now Linda doesn't talk to Brooke anymore. And then
do you think this is all a result of the reality show? Would you, if you had
No,
to do
bro,
it
there were
again?
problems before the reality show.
So the reality, you don't blame the reality show. You don't feel like it was a mistake.
No. I mean, things were going to turn out the way they turned out. Everybody wanted to do the reality show. It put extra pressure on, but there were already problems with Linda and I for the last 10, 12 years before that. It was a nightmare. I mean, Linda.
Why didn't you get out sooner?
Because for the same old story for the kids, brother.
For the kids.
Do you think it was good for the kids? You staying
Not
together?
now. Not now. I don't.
In retrospect, everyone always
now
says
I
that.
realize that the kids. It would be better off for the kids to be from a broken home than be in one.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I really see it, and there were things like, just sometimes I would get these crazy cheap shots when I'd talk to Brooke and say, "Brooke, what do you think I should do?" She goes, "Well, Dad, Mom doesn't love you anymore." That's tough coming from your kid.
Were you not having sex for the last 10, 12 years with your wife?
It was off and on, but it was very rare.
Very rare. And here you are,
And you're Hulk Hogan.
I mean, you can get laid.
Stop.
I mean, you can, right?
Well, I'm dating a really nice 34-year-old girl right now.
Did you move right into the dating the 34-year-old girl, or did you go out and have a little fun?
Brother, I didn't have anything. I've been through this crazy transformation. I don't want to Bible thump you, but on my wrist I have awareness.
Yeah.
And I have grateful. Because
When did you put that on?
Right when all this stuff going down, I was soul searching because I went to a really bad place for a while.
You just got those tattoos?
Yeah, about 6 months ago. I went to a really bad place, and I got really weird. I was so depressed.
You?
My family was no. Oh, thanks, Robin.
What do you mean by weird? What do you mean weird?
I just was so depressed that I lost, my wife, and she walked away after 23 years. Even
But
though we
you
were
should have
fighting,
been happy because you were miserable.
I wasn't happy because, bro, I thought that when you put your hand on the Bible and you said, till death do us part, through better or worse, that we would go through this and get through it. I had no idea that the final argument would end up in divorce or whatever. So I kind of got by myself. I was in this big house seeing all my kids' pictures and everything. And with nobody in there, your mind starts playing games on you.
Right.
You start drinking a few beers and you and you get a little weird.
Were you thinking you were going to kill yourself?
I had some weird thoughts.
No shit.
I had some weird, but
Did you take a gun out and try to kill yourself?
No, I didn't take a gun out and try to kill myself. I had a gun in the house. I've got a permit. I've never shot the gun, never brandished the gun, never anything. But the gun is there, and the thought process goes through your head. But at the end of the day, the overriding thought is your kids. And so you go through this huge depression. And, I started praying. Well, I was praying the last couple of New Years to be happy. That's all I wanted to be, was happy. And all of a sudden, I got sick and tired of being sick and tired. I kind of just snapped out of it. And what happened
Who
is...
did you turn to during these times? Did you go to a psychiatrist?
No, I didn't. I just talked to a bunch of friends. And
Who? Bubba? Did you
Here's the deal.
Here's the deal. Did he start in with you?
Who?
Bubba. Did you talk
Oh,
to
yeah,
him?
Bubba helped me a lot,
He did
man.
help you a lot.
I actually
He's a good guy, Bubba.
Yeah, he's a great guy. I actually moved in with him for a while just so he was worried about me. He says, come stay at my house. But what happened...
How was that? Did you see Heather naked?
No,
you did not. Not even during that time.
But that was tough because when I was staying with Bubba, every morning I'd come down and I'd see his two kids, so that was tough.
Right. And all of a sudden, now you're living in Bubba's house. You're not with your family. That is depressing.
Yeah, but that's okay. But Bubba has a boy and a girl, and I'm sure that reminded you.
And you weren't going out and meeting girls at that point?
I was going out and drinking and running around, but I was too depressed to talk to anybody.
How long did it take you from the time that you and your wife said, okay, that's it, it's over, I'm moving out? How long did it take you before you start dating? Do you wait an hour, a half hour? How long do you wait? Honestly, I
really have never dated.
Okay. How long before you?
But it probably took a couple months before I met somebody that was really cool.
What did you do for those couple of months? Did you get any? Pussy.
No, bro.
Nothing.
Dude, you can't.
Dude, that's why you were depressed.
No, it's not. Let me tell you something. When you're that upset mentally, nothing works.
Oh, that works.
No, it doesn't.
Trust me.
Okay, you've never been that
You should have
depressed.
called me. Never mind Bubba.
Well, you're not my type.
I would have told you what to do. I'm not your type.
No, but it's, the thing was, I just got sick and tired of being sick and tired. In the last couple of years, I just prayed to be happy. And
I thought you were happier. Like when I see you at the wedding, when you're hanging out with your daughter and your son, you were way happier, felt way younger, way more forceful than when you were standing next to your wife.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you what happened to me. I actually didn't think I could go to this buyer's meeting and sales meeting for Walmart.
Right.
And I had Hogan Energy in Walmart. And all of a sudden, I went to Texas. I didn't think I'd go, and I spent 2 days there talking to the buyers and everything about Hogan Energy. And on the way back on the plane, I was moaning and complaining to some guy in first class, and this lady tapped me on the shoulder. She goes, "You need this book." And all of a sudden, I looked at my watch. I had like an hour on the plane, so I can read real slow in microscope a script, a 100-page script, and take 8 hours, like I'm blocking it and shooting every scene. Right. Or I can speed read through a 100-page script in like 20 minutes. So I started speed reading through this book, and I saw what it was. I broke a sweat. I went, oh, my God, I don't want to give this book back. And as I was reading it and flipping out, right when the landing gear was going down, the lady goes, "Keep the book." And the book was The Secret.
What is The Secret?
It's
You don't know The Secret?
I know Private Parts. The only book I ever read.
Okay, that's a hell of a book, too. But I don't want to Bible thump you. But it had to parallel what I believe religiously. It couldn't be a snake oil type deal. So religiously...
Did you read The Secret, Robin?
I've read The Secret.
Did it do something for you?
Absolutely.
So what happened
Should
was...
I read this?
You'd probably be cool. You'd probably dig it.
Okay.
If you don't want to read it, they get a DVD. But what it does...
DVD is good, too.
Yeah, it's awesome. But
someone reads it to you.
Yeah.
Oh,
but what it does is it kind of paralleled what I believe, because I'm a Christian. I believe that the brother died on the cross to pay for my sins, everlasting life, all that stuff.
You call Jesus the brother.
You buy into all of that.
Well, I'm not going to go down that road and Bible thump you, but what it does is for me to read The Secret and buy into it. You know, God created energy and all this stuff, and that's what The Secret is about.
It got you out of your depression.
Right, and it's all about positive thinking and the law of attraction. Just like the law of gravity really works, whether you know it or not.
Right.
The law of attraction is a real scientific law. We've got negative and positive charges. We emit vibrations. And
you're saying between a man and a woman?
No, between anything. Similar vibrations attract. Like if you're in a great mood and you're happy, oh my gosh, you'll attract those type of vibes. If you're depressed, manic,
you're going to attract other.
Thank you.
Yeah,
so I started reading that law of attraction. I figured it out that, you know, for 20 years I was doing training, prayers, and vitamins. I was unconscious and I didn't know what I was doing, but that was all positive stuff. And the law of attraction works whether you like it or not. So I attracted career, money, and whatever I attracted. Now all of a sudden I became aware. Yes. I'm conscious, and this is a real law I can use, so I can manifest and be happy and attract the right people and the right business and stuff. So that's what got me out of my thing.
Got you out of your thing.
Yeah.
And so what was it like after all those years of marriage? You finally get a new chick. Talk to me about
somebody
that.
you can have regular sex with.
Let me tell you.
Locked up in a fucking prison.
Let me tell you this first. The only way I can describe it is I was breathing all this dirty air, and I thought we were supposed to hate and be miserable, and life sucks. And even though we went out with these people and we had a nice dinner, as soon as they leave, oh, I hate them, they're no good. And I was so used to this mindset of being negative, and it was all this dirty air. As soon as I went out and breathed clean air, I went, oh my God, life is beautiful. People are nice, and
so you realized when you were in your marriage with your wife, you got into some negative air.
Yeah, bro.
You became negative about people.
Yeah.
Everything became a bummer. Everyone was out to get you, all this shit. And then all of a sudden, your eyes are opened up and you say, you know what? I think I feel like I'm a better person. I don't have to be so
And even with all the things that are going down, people go, we're praying for you. They're supportive. They're so nice to me. Even with all these things going down, civil case, my son, the criminal case.
Why are you responsible for your son has
No, let me finish 1 second. All the stuff that's going down, I'm happier now than I was when I was married.
I believe it.
I swear to you.
I believe
it. You still got stuff going on, though, just like Howard said. You know, those tapes came out of the prison conversations.
But that doesn't seem right to me. Like, isn't that private shit?
We're going to court now to decide if that's public content, because if that's the case, why haven't we heard the Charles Manson tapes? Why haven't we heard all the OJ tapes? The Paris Hilton tapes, the Ted Bundy who killed all the co-eds in Florida. Those tapes were never released.
OJ talking to his lawyers.
Yeah, all that stuff's never been released. So all of a sudden they release it, and they release it with a juvenile, a child that's talking. And Nick even signed a paper when he went in jail saying he wanted no publicity.
Right.
So the Pinellas County legal team made this decision to release the tapes now.
Is this the most painful thing you ever went through in your life, seeing your son be in jail?
Yeah, bro.
This is the worst, right?
But he's doing better. He's doing better because he was sentenced to... First off, everybody that ever had reckless driving, serious bodily injury, or reckless driving and vehicular homicide where the person died when they're under 18, they always get probation.
Right.
But Nick got sentenced to 8 months minimum security, and the truth is we didn't realize he was going to get put to jail, but he took it like a man. He was accountable. He was responsible. He didn't even turn around and look at me when he got sentenced, which killed me. He just took it like a man. He went in thinking he was getting minimum security. They took him to an adult prison and put him in solitary confinement.
Wow.
I mean, this isn't just maximum security where, the murderers and the rapists, hang out. This is where the murderers and the rapists fight each other and attack the guards. They put him to solitary confinement to punish him.
Could you give him any advice about prison? Could you say to him, here's how you're going to remain mentally tough?
We read, bro, and when he could get to a phone, we read. I got him dialed into the being positive and walking in the spirit of Christ, brother, and it got him through it because most people who go into solitary confinement, the hardened criminals, after 48 or 72 hours, they file an emergency injunction to get them out because they mentally start to unravel.
Right.
Nick lasted 28 days, bro.
Wow.
And it was for the reading and just being positive and just knowing that, you have to be present and in this moment because the past doesn't exist. It's over. In the future, you look to that for salvation. But being in the moment, this is the only moment we ever have had or ever will have is this moment.
Right.
But and I said, you got to be grateful for where you're at.
But why are you financially responsible? If your son screws up, why do you have to be on the line financially in a civil suit? I don't understand why.
Well, it's me and my wife.
Right. Like why?
And she doesn't think she's responsible. She wanted custody of Nick,
and she wanted to take Nick in. David, you still there?
Yeah. Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
What they're saying is because he's a juvenile, they're the parents, and they're alleging under Florida law that makes the parents responsible because he's still a juvenile when this crash took place.
Oh, I see. So that means you're but you got insurance. It's a car accident. Oh, you don't have insurance.
I had minimal insurance because Linda told my bookkeeper we didn't want to pay expensive insurance, so we basically had no insurance.
Oof.
Oh, shit.
Wow. Yes, sir, brother. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, so you got a lot going on, man.
Yeah, but it's all cool, man. I'm happy.
You're not going to crack.
No, I'm good now. I could have, but now I'm good.
So now you got lawyers working on it, like Dave here on the phone, and he's working things out.
Right.
But it's a lot of pressure on you mentally. I mean, come on.
It is, brother, but you know what?
You worked your whole life. You banged your body up. I mean, you've been through a lot of shit.
Yeah.
You hustled. So now to have your financial empire, you got your wife involved in trying to figure out how much money she's going to get. You got.
She wants it all.
She wants it all.
All of it.
And then you got this lawsuit through what happened with your son.
How much wrestling did she do?
She did none, but I mean, she was on the Hogan Knows Best for 4 years. She ran a restaurant for 6 years. She's generated income, but now she's acting like she can't work, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And, she wants to make a career out of me, whatever she can do. And she wants all the trademarks and all the, just everything. It's like she wants it all.
Sort this? It's going to take years to sort all this out, isn't it?
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's all good.
So tell me about something good so you finally, this is what I want to know. You've been married, you were married, 34 years?
20-something?
23.
23 years with the same woman. I don't know. I don't know if you fucked around during the marriage or not. But
he's not answering. He's not answering.
Don't answer anything, Terry.
Don't answer anything? Are you serious?
No, wait a second.
Are you serious, David?
Yeah, no, you can answer other things.
Other things.
Don't answer that?
Of course not.
Oh, I was going to answer it.
Some guys, seriously, some guys during their marriage do,
they fall.
She might have had a little something on the side. You might have had a little something on the side. Who knows? I don't know.
I mean, you saw Jesse Ventura at Plato's Retreat, or you just heard about it?
No, he used to wear the Plato's Retreat shirt on TV doing it and brag about him and his wife Terry going there.
Oh.
So you went there too?
No, I didn't go there. I just listened to the stories.
Oh, okay. But I'm just
that was in New York, Plato's Retreat.
Yeah.
So then, in other words, if you were kind of... But here you are, a single guy.
Yeah.
You're famous, All of a sudden, you're now a free man. You can breathe the free air, as you say.
Yes.
Is the chick the one that kind of looks a little bit like your ex-wife, looks a little bit like Brooke? She got the blonde hair.
You know what they say? They say blondes all look alike. I mean, if you look at her, she doesn't look anything like Linda.
But you might have a type.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was attracted to her because I was stumbling around this health food store, Nature's Food Patch. I was stumbling around, and all of a sudden, I was looking for these animal crackers.
Right.
Because I love these organic animal crackers. And I couldn't find the damn things. And here's this blonde-haired girl in the aisle, and I said, "Excuse me, do you work here?" She goes, "No." I said, "Well, do you know where the animal crackers are?" And I looked at her eyes because my eyes look like they're always bleeding. I'm so tired and they're irritated, and I need some surgery on them to clean them up. There's these little things from the sunspots that I've got. And I said, "Why are your eyes so white? I've never seen anybody's eyes so white." I thought maybe she was on something. I didn't know. Right. She goes, "Well," and she goes, "No, I just eat all organic food, and here's the animal crackers." So. And I just remember talking to this girl, and she had this aura about her, this positive vibe.
How did you get her number?
I didn't. And then about 2 weeks later, I ran into her in that same health food store again, but this time...
Did you go back looking for her?
No, I didn't. I was walking around with my tail between my legs at present. About 2 weeks later, I went back and ran into her again. But this time, not only did I notice her eyes, I noticed her booty, too, and everything else.
Yeah.
And I started talking to her, and she was an artist, and... this and that and the other, and she worked at Delta for 8 years, and she'd seen me in Cincinnati, and she'd seen me in the Tampa airport, and we started talking. So I asked her for a number.
So you ask her for the number, you call her up.
Right.
Now, where does the famous Hulk Hogan go with a chick on a date? I mean, you're going to be observed by everyone. You got to go be on
No, I didn't go on a date, man. I just went by her house and hung out with her. And
you went to the house and hung out?
Yeah.
And I imagine big things happened.
Well, it took a while, brother. She's straight as an arrow.
What are you talking about?
Well, she doesn't drink. She doesn't drink. She doesn't do any drugs. She's straight as an arrow. I still.
How long did it take
I heard the F word every day of my life for 23 years. I still haven't heard a cuss word out of her yet.
How long does it take you to get a good girl like that? How long did it take you to get her in pants?
Dude, I ain't going there.
What are you talking about?
I ain't going there. You figure it out. You know the answers to everything.
2 weeks. 2 weeks. Quicker. Son of a bitch. No kidding. You still have it. She wanted it. So you spent a lot of time making out, this kind of thing, a little bit of romance.
That must have been fun.
So let's say in a
It's
week,
different.
all of a sudden now, you're inside a new woman. Is it the greatest?
Stop.
Come on, let's be honest.
Stop.
Was it the greatest? Was it unbelievable?
She's awesome. She's awesome. That's all I
Look
can
at
say.
you. And
She's
you're going
awesome.
to stay with her. You're going to get into another long-term relationship?
But everything in this world is a run. Some people have little, like in the wrestling business, how long was your run in New York? Well, I was in New York a couple months. Well, Hogan, how long was your run in
So
New York?
you don't
20
know.
years. You know, I take it one day at a time. She's awesome.
Did you tell her you just got out of a long marriage and you're going to be fucking other women? Did you
I
tell
didn't
her
tell
that?
her. No, I didn't
You did
tell her
not
that.
discuss that with her?
No, I'm not that type of guy. If I'm locked in with somebody, I'm all the way in or all the way out.
You are?
Yes, I am. All the way
I
in or all the
respect
way
that.
out. All the way in
I
or all the way out.
respect that.
You know what I
And
have
she's
to add?
awesome.
You need a period of time, though, where you're going to go out, whether it be 6, 7 months, maybe a year.
How long after you and
Are these
Linda
Howard
split?
Stern's-
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
How
Are
long
these
after
Howard
you
Stern's
and Linda
rules?
split did you get into this relationship?
A couple of months, he said.
Well, no, that's after she filed for divorce. Linda split a long time before that.
Oh.
Linda left me in Miami and took off
Oh, I didn't know.
and split and went and rented a house in Brentwood, and I wasn't welcome to that rental house.
Oh.
I bet you don't even remember now what it was like to make love to Linda.
I don't even remember the last time I was with her.
Wow.
It's been that long.
Jesus.
So now what are we going to do about Bubba?
Bubba?
What do you mean?
Bubba's rolling.
Bubba's weight.
Oh. Hey, yeah. Where is your role in all of this?
Well, he's got his own gym now.
You got his own
in
gym.
Tampa.
He's twice the size of when I last saw him. The
And-
guy is 500 pounds probably now.
No, he's not 500
What is he,
pounds.
400?
I don't know. No, he's not. But he started working out again. He's getting back on track.
Is he?
Yeah, he is, and he's rolling.
You got to
He's rolling.
motivate this guy.
Yeah, well, when he was working out with me every day,
He was good.
now I can't even work out my own gym at my house. What kills me, you talk about my wife and this 19-year-old guy. First off, Linda in that Tampa area, nobody likes her because she's been mean to everybody.
Does that bother you? Because it's a reflection of you, too.
Yeah,
you know?
well, not anymore. Everybody knows when I grew up there. Everybody knows me, and they know she's got her own deal. And this 19-year-old guy being with her doesn't bother me. What bothers me is him being in my house, sleeping in my bed, working out in my gym, driving my cars, bro. That's the thing that bothers me.
Jesus, of course. This is
and-
everything you worked for, and that's some house. It's not
and the
some
thing
little
is,
dump.
Bubba's strong in that area,
Yeah.
And he's unloading on Linda, and now Charlie Hill's getting the effects of, being on the wrong side.
Oh.
Right.
So it's getting crazy.
Jesus.
Well,
Things are a
I
mess.
read a quote from you the other day that you said that Linda, of all the, you had a lot of dirty tricks played on you in wrestling, but she's been the dirtiest trickster of all.
Well, she took it to really crazy levels because, there was a situation down in Miami where after Linda left, well, it wasn't even after Linda left. It was before Linda left. But what happened was Brooke was working for this record company in South Beach, and she had a handler, a girl named Christiane.
Right.
David, can I talk about this?
Yes, go ahead, Terry.
Okay. She had this handler named Christiane. She was 34 years old, and she was like Brooke's manager, agent for the record label. And Christiane wouldn't call Linda, but Christiane would call me, and she goes, "What is wrong with Brooke today? Why is she crying again? What is wrong with Brooke today?" She said her mother kicked her and cussed her out. What is wrong with Brooke today? I didn't think it could get any worse. And it was every day she'd call him because Linda used to browbeat Brooke every single day.
Wow.
I don't know. It just went on and on and on. So anyway, at the end of the day,
So in front of the cameras, everything was an act because she seemed like she was real good mom.
yeah, we got some serious B-roll from Hogan Knows Best. Wait till you see some of this stuff.
That might end up in court.
Ooh, yeah.
It could end up in court.
Yeah, but anyway, to make a long story short, finally, Christiane called one time, and I was the one that had nosedived and crashed because it was one of those things where, F you, I hate you, I don't love you anymore, get a divorce, I'm sick of this crap. And like Linda left the day before Thanksgiving, I cooked my first turkey in 23 years, and the kid's going, "Is Mom going to be here for Thanksgiving?" And all of a sudden she came home 4 or 5 days later, which is totally insane. So anyway, when Christiane called, I was crying like a baby, all upset, freaked out. She goes, "Oh my God, what's wrong with you?" So we started talking. And we started talking. So eventually we hooked up a couple times, you know.
Right.
And it didn't work out. It wasn't the right thing to do. But anyway, a year later, something happens. Brooke's in Miami. The word goes around. Brooke finds out about it.
Oh, yeah.
It flipped Brooke out.
That you banged her assistant, her co-worker there.
Right. So Brooke flipped out. Understandably, I was wrong. There's no way you can justify it. Shouldn't have done it.
Right.
But anyway, at the end of the day, Linda and her Miami attorney, Branco, jumped on it. Brooke was at her house filming Brooke Knows Best, putting her makeup on. They came and signed these papers. So what happened was Brooke signed this paper. I seen my dad, or heard my dad fighting with my mom, the gun. He threatened her life. And Brooke signed all this stuff. So check this out. Now they split. Later in the day, they reworked the draft to get the verbiage the way they wanted. They try to get Brooke to sign it again. So the second draft comes and Brooke crosses it out, says none of this is true. These are all lies. Don't use this. So Brooke, when Brooke moves into me, she's got this huge guilt trip. She explains to me, I said, Brooke, don't even worry about it.
Good.
Children get manipulated all the time in divorces. Just don't even worry about it. When the time's right, we'll address it. Tell your side of the story, how you're under duress, they manipulate you, and let's not even worry about it, Brooke. I love you to death. That doesn't matter.
That's good.
All of a sudden, Brooke's show does a great number.
Right.
And I'm talking about the dirty tricks. Brooke's show does a great number. A couple of weeks, Brooke Knows Best.
Yes.
Blows VH1 away, the premiere of the show. All of a sudden, I get a call from the Globe magazine. How'd you like to comment on the paper that your wife gave us? I said, what are you talking about? Well, your daughter signed it. They didn't take the second draft that Brooke said, don't use, this is all lies. Linda and Branco took the first draft and called the Globe and gave it to the Globe.
Let me ask you a question.
And stop. And used Brooke as a stepping stone. She stepped on her own daughter and used her own daughter to get ahead in a divorce situation. And that to me was the straw that broke the camel's back. And that's one of the dirtiest bottom feeder moves I've ever seen.
Can I ask you a question?
And Brooke is totally devastated by it. Yes,
I bet.
you can.
That's a horrible story. But let me ask you a question. Why can't you and Linda sit down and say, look, the marriage is obviously over.
Thank you.
No more blood.
Thank you.
To be spilled. The kids are going to get hurt. We have enough shit going on.
Thank you.
Let's sit down with an arbitrator and come up with a reasonable agreement where both sides feel good. 50-50 split, whatever it is. I mean, whatever you think is amicable. Right? And
but you know what?
What's up, David? What's up?
Would you be against a 50-50 split?
No.
Howard,
you would not.
We've been trying to do this. We're dealing with a law firm that's publicly announced they're going to go to war. There's no war here. All that Hulk wants to do is get the case settled, and that's what we're going to try to do again coming up in August.
I always love when people say, "Why can't you?" Because one party won't do it.
Exactly.
Well, why not though? But why does I don't.
This
really
is
know.
her
I don't
last
really know
hurrah.
Linda.
When Linda's done with me, who's she going to be? It's her last hurrah. At the end of the day, there's no custody here. It's a real simple divorce. Like everybody said, it's a real simple divorce. But in People magazine, Linda's attorney from Miami, Branco, goes, we're going to go to war. I'm going. And what Linda doesn't understand is this Branco, because a lot of people in Miami know him. I hired a forensic accountant that knows the guy. And I said, what's up with this guy? He says, Branco hasn't generated enough fees yet or hasn't got enough publicity. That's
because
why
you
it's
would
not
save
over.
a lot, with all respect to Dave here, you would save a lot of money in legal fees. You're probably going to rack up millions of dollars in legal fees.
This is money
if this
that
keeps going on.
This is money that
you
Linda
could split.
This is money that Linda could have had. This is money I wanted to give to my kids.
Right.
That they're churning and burning up. But the thing is, they just want a war. They just want a war.
So you're caught in hell. This is why marriage is hell. This is the worst part of it.
Yes. David, any comment?
No, look, what we're going to do is we're going to try to sit down with them, try to pound some sense into them. This isn't about lawyers getting in the newspaper. We're dealing with people. We need to settle this case, resolve it. There's nothing to fight about.
Yeah, it sounds like you're both in the position now where you have to embarrass each other and keep answering each other's accusations, and it's just getting uglier and uglier, and you need this behind you.
Well, the weird thing is, she's bringing everybody into it, her family, her mother, and everybody. I've done business with her mother.
Could you go and knock on her door and say, listen,
Linda?
No. Could you go and knock on her door and say, do you have a restraining order against you?
No, but she had the cops pull me over and lied to him.
And what'd she say?
And the cops pulled me over when I was going to my apartment because Linda has both houses.
Why is that?
Oh, Jesus, dude.
Because, wait a second. Why don't you have one of the homes?
Because when it came down to this whole, when Linda filed for divorce, I talked to my kids and I said, look, guys, and I had no idea Linda was in the kids' ears. And Brooks told me what's been going on all these years. I didn't know that.
Right.
That Linda's telling Brooke and Nick, your father threatened to kill me, and if you tell him, he will kill me. He will kill me. I went, what? I mean, but there's all kind of stuff she's
So
been
she has
feeding.
the homes because she's told the kid.
No, she has the big home because
Why?
when I asked the kids, I said, "Where do you guys want to live?" I said, "If you want to, I've got equal power with your mother. If you want to live with your mother, there'll be no problem. But if you want to live with me, I may have to fight a little bit to get you."
Right.
They said, "Oh, Dad, we're not worried about you. We should live with Mom." I had no idea she was in their ear, so I said, "Okay, you guys take the big house."
Fine.
So anyway, now
What
I
about
go
the
to
other
move
house?
to the beach house. I move in there, and I talk to my divorce lawyer, Ann Kerr, and she goes, "Do you have a gun?" And I said, "Yeah, and I've got a permit, and I've never used it, and never branched it." She goes, "Well, I want it." I said, "Why do you want it?" Because Linda says she's in fear for her life. I said, "Ann, I've never taken the gun out. I've never fired it." I said, "Okay, you can have the gun back." She goes, "Where are you living?" I said, "Well, I moved into my beach house." She goes, "Whose name is it in?" I said, "Well, Linda bought it for me like 15 years ago for the wrestlers to go over and hang out, and it's a marital asset, so I never put it in mine or her name. I just left it in her name." She goes, "Get out." I said, "Why?" She goes, "Because this woman is so crazy that if she calls the cops and say that you threaten her life."
Hold it. The big house is in your name, isn't it?
It's in both of our names.
So then, so tell her to get out and let her go live on the beach.
Well, I'm over it, man. That house got too many memories. She got in there with the kids and did her thing.
This is insane.
Yeah. So
Well,
anyway,
this is what it becomes, yeah.
No, but instead of staying in the beach house,
I'm going to say something now.
My divorce attorney said if she calls the cops and says you threatened her, and she says the house is in her name, they'll come in and get you.
She should sit down with you and say, "You know what? We're spending all this money on lawyers. You're going to be done. You're going to have $2-3 million in lawyers." No, she's going to care about money. The $2 or $3 million she could have had.
She would
if
like
just would
him
sit down
to
with
pay
you.
the $2 or $3 million
No.
and give her everything else he's got.
Well, she's not going to get everything he's got. She's at best going to get 50% of what
Well,
he's
you're
got.
talking
It's enough already.
rationally.
Is she going
Thank
after
you.
future earnings?
Of course.
Of course.
She wants his trademarks.
Everything.
Howard, what we're dealing with is a person who's using the money to get back emotionally. This isn't about rational thought, and I think Robin's absolutely hitting it on the head.
This is terrible. This is bad. This is bad. Where are you living now?
In an apartment.
A nice apartment, at least?
Is it as big as Brooks on the show? Or
No.
I mean, Brooks
doing better than me.
Tell me, but where is she getting all this money?
Well, she
for
just
that
moved out this week. She was living with me, but now she's going back to Miami because she's going to start recording again.
You need a few bucks? Is that what you're saying? I mean, okay, I don't know what
Do
I
we
got
need
on
to
me.
tide you over?
You want me to loan you a few dollars? I'm all right with that.
Not today.
This is crazy.
Bob offered.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Bubba's got the biggest
But
heart.
I'm-
He's an amazing
But,
man.
you know,
Yeah.
we
Is,
just...
is this new girl of yours? She's 34. Is she going to want a kid with you?
No.
Because we're not going there.
No, we're not going there. But
I'll cut your cock off.
No, she's cool, man. She's awesome. She's kept me on track. She's...
Hey, do you get along with the Iron Sheik?
No, he's an idiot.
He's on the phone if you want to speak to him.
Put him on.
Put him on? All right. Hold on, Dave. You're on too, but let me make sure. Hey. Iron Sheik, good morning. Iron Sheik.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. It's Howard Stern.
Hello, Mr. Howard Stern.
You're on.
How are you, sir?
You're good. You're on with Hulk Hogan. He says he doesn't get along with you, but he would be willing to talk to you.
Well, if he want to, but he insult me. I didn't insult him. Well, he insult me. The day I lost my belt to him, he come in the locker room. He said, "Shiki, baby, I love you. I owe you one." Now he tell me I'm idiot. Fuck you, Hulk Hogan.
Oh.
What is this about? Because I've heard Iron Sheik say this before. He says the day he lost the belt to you, you were going to do something for him. You promised him.
Something was going to happen.
What do you want Hulk
yeah.
to do? I mean, Hulk's kind of down and out right now. He's going through a lot of shit. I mean, what do you want him to do for you, Sheik?
Well, I'm same thing. My wife left me. I live in the apartment. I'm broke, and especially I'm not on your show anymore since Killer Comedian. But I want to let you know over the story. Your radio is number one in the world. You're number one.
Thank you.
Hulk Hogan used to I get along with him, but he.
Do you want to move in with the Hulk?
He bullshit me since that he respects me because
Hulk,
he
what
was
about
from
that?
New Jersey. He said, "Shiki, baby, I love you," and I lost my belt to him. He said, "Shiki, baby, I owe you one," but I called him. He didn't even return my call back.
Hulk,
But
what
I don't
about?
wanna insult him.
He's worse than a wife. Hulk.
I'm by myself. I live alone, and I'm in the apartment. So, but I want to let you know, Hulk Hogan, I'm not fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot to do that to me. People tell me break your fucking leg, take the belt, come to the middle.
Sheik, what year did this happen?
Poor Hulk.
Do you have a lot of this with a lot of your old wrestling pals?
You know, since we wrestled and he lost the belt to me, I've probably wrestled him 200 times since then.
Right.
You know, and now he's saying, after you lost the belts to me, you said to me to fuck off. Well, he's out of his mind.
You gave him a bunch of
I'm going to call those New Jersey cops on you to bust you again. You better shut up.
Fuck you, jabroni piece of shit, Bubba. He's a stooge. He kissed your ass.
Bubba.
Piece of garbage. How many times he sold out Madison Square Garden? How many times he been around the world, Tokyo, Japan, like you and I was?
What does the Sheik want from you? Do you have any
He's
idea?
out of his mind, dude.
What does he want you to do? Let's figure this out. Maybe we can help him out.
He's just an idiot. He's always like this. He's gone. Yeah, and then he'll kiss your ass and hug you when he sees you. You know,
Right.
He's just working the gimmick. Same old thing.
So this is an act?
Yeah, he'll see me 2 weeks from now and give me a hug. You know, Ashiki, you got to kiss it in my ass because you're the shittiest wrestler I've ever worked with. You only had one main event in New York. After that, you were a jabroni doing jobs for everybody. You suck. Your curled up toes suck. And if you don't shut up, I'll stretch your ass.
Well, you know, I wasn't a jabroni. I put you over. And Brad Reagan's my student and myself. Without me, Hulk Hogan, you'll never be like Michael Jordan. Because all intelligent...
You're the biggest guy in wrestling there ever was, right? And is everyone jealous?
Before you, but still I respect you, but you don't respect me. I forgive you because I'm a bigger.
All right.
Oh, you're going to forgive me.
Thank you. I forgive you too, Sheik. I love you.
I love you too, man.
All right. Thanks, Sheik.
That's wrestling, man. There you go.
Wow. Well, there you go. If only it could be that easy between you and your ex-wife.
Yeah, you resolve that a lot quicker.
Right. You resolved. Why can you resolve that, but you can't resolve the thing with your
I don't know, man.
I thought that was going to be impossible to resolve, and that's already over.
No, the next time I see him, he'll give me a big hug and tell me it's crazy.
Yeah, well, you can't figure it out. Listen, Hulkamania still exists. You have that. You have your fans.
Well, I'm working hard. I'm working hard. Thank you.
You got me. You got Bubba.
Thank you.
You got friends. You got people.
Thank you.
Don't worry about this. It's going to work itself out. It's got to. You got your lawyer. You got Dave. Let
he's
Dave
cool.
worry about it. And
I'm trying to get some stuff going. We just, believe it or not, this is insane.
Right.
We just got done filming Celebrity Championship Wrestling.
What?
Now, what is that?
It's insane.
Now, what are you saying?
What are you talking
It's
about?
the craziest thing. Listen, check this out. Brutus, who's out in the hallway, was one of my coaches.
Right.
The other coach was a guy named Nasty Boy Brian Knobs. And we had 3 judges. I was a judge. Okay, baby. Jimmy Hart was a judge. And Eric Bischoff was a judge. It was a reality show. And we had these, and I thought these stars would take this as a joke.
What stars?
Okay. Dennis Rodman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Danny don't laugh. Danny Bonaducci.
No, we like Danny.
I know Danny will be in for a
Don't
fight.
laugh about this one. Believe me. Dustin Diamond, Screech.
Oh,
he was one, no. I know you're going to say
no.
He was one of the best wrestlers. He had the psychology. I mean, he was so good in the ring. It was ridiculous. We had Butterbean, the boxer.
Right.
And the best athlete of all. This is going to blow your mind. Todd Bridges.
Is it a good show?
Oh, dude.
When does that air?
Now, let me tell you something. In October, and it's on CMT, and they gave us a good enough budget to really shoot the show the right way. And what is so crazy, I know a little bit about wrestling. I watched the WWE. It's the only show in town. It's pretty much a cookie-cutter, repetitive type little situation. And I didn't watch for a while, but I've really been watching it lately just to microscope it.
You still friends with Vince?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait till you see what we've got. I mean, it is going to blow your mind when you see, and Bubba's going to probably do the voiceovers for us. He said he would. But when you see what we've got, it's going to give, it's like the art form. It tells a story. And, you know, the good guys, the bad guys, you get on the edge of your seat, you cheer, you boo. It's what they're...
That sounds, I would watch that.
Yeah, it sounds interesting.
It's not, and we had Tiffany. Oh, my God, when I eliminated Tiffany, you know how Donald Trump says you're fired?
Yeah.
You know what my line was?
What was it?
You're a jabroni. Get out of my ring. When I said it to Tiffany, the singer, she wanted to fight me. She went out in the parking lot, wanted to fight me.
She becomes a wrestler too?
She wrestled. We had this girl named Erin that was Tabitha on Bewitched. We had this Playboy girl, Nikki Ziering.
Yeah.
And we had
we
this
know Nikki.
Trish Shell from The Real World that would in the hot tub with everybody doing her thing. You know?
Really?
And so it was insanely insane. Oh my God.
And what about...
This is the greatest of all. Frank Stallone started out working his gimmick, doing his big brother Sly Stallone boxing gimmick.
Yeah.
2 weeks into the show, he found himself. He became a full-blown drag queen.
What?
And I told Frank, I said, Frank, we don't have these clothes in wardrobe. He goes, Don't worry, I'll bring him from home.
Frank Stallone wore
Frank
women's
Stallone is a
clothes.
Wait till you see this full-blown dry clean. He found himself.
What do you mean found himself? You mean
He found his
he wants
character.
to be a
It
woman?
has to
Oh,
be
a
an extension of.
Character.
It has
He
to
doesn't wanna
no. It has to be an extension of what you really are for
So
it to
you're
work.
telling me he had a closet full of women's clothes at home?
All I got to tell you is after the last show when we had the rap party, he didn't take the eyelashes off.
Oh,
he didn't take the makeup off.
Holy
He didn't
shit.
take the clothes off. Frank Stallone found
I know,
himself.
Frank.
Brother.
I can't even believe it.
Ask him about. I told him I was going to.
Also, what is this American Gladiators Monday nights at 8 o'clock on NBC? You're part of that?
Yeah, bro. Oh, stop it, man.
This is the second
What is your?
season.
I don't know anything about American Gladiators.
I'm going to tell Brooke never to talk to you again.
Oh, I'm going to. You know,
Layla
you're
Ali.
lucky I'm getting married.
Layla Ali
you know
is
I'd
my.
be your son-in-law.
I wish you were. Layla Ali.
you don't.
Yes, I do. Layla Ali.
I treat her right. I'll tell you that.
I know you would. Layla Ali is
She
my
wouldn't be in-
co-host.
and she wouldn't be in Playboy.
Can I talk about Layla?
Well, he's talking about marrying your daughter.
Okay.
Talking about marrying your daughter now, and you're going to talk about Layla
Well,
Ali.
if she's married to you, she wouldn't have to be in Playboy. Layla Ali is my co-host.
Right.
She's doing great. We got American Gladiators coming up this Monday night. It's like the semifinals, the first hour from 8 to 9. Then from 9 to 10, we got the finals for American Gladiators.
It's
on NBC, 8 o'clock.
I know a girl who actually competes in it. And,
Oh, yeah?
And this girl is an animal.
And you know what else I want you to check out?
Yes.
I finally got my website up and running, HulkHogan.com, and
Now,
I've
what
got
goes
something
on?
you guys need.
What?
I've got Hulk Hogan energy granules.
What's
now
that?
listen, don't horseshit me. What do you
Energy
mean energy
granules?
granules? Is
I
it
need 'em right
let's say
now.
I'm going for a run. I got to go run 6 miles.
Well, what it is, you know how Red Bull has that edgy aftertaste and stuff to
Yes.
it? I had the Hulk Hogan granules on the set of Celebrity Championship Wrestling. Everybody loves them because
Are they caffeinated?
Yeah, there's a little bit of caffeine in it.
Right.
But I'm telling you, bro, it's the best thing going. I did the whole thing with all the energy drinks, the Red Bull, the Monster, but the Hulk Hogan energy granules. I'm telling you, it's
How
going to be
many
a home
calories are in it?
run. None.
Zero.
Zero.
You know I got to maintain this figure. I can't.
You
do
look
it just-
great.
That's
But when
right.
you get a chance, I'm serious, go to HulkHogan.com and check it out. I'm trying, brother.
Listen.
You have any of those here today? I could use one right now.
I wish, bro.
Look at him. He's falling
He's
apart
falling
over there.
asleep
Help
right
him out.
No, granules. I'm going to get them.
He needs a granule. He needs.
So how's
energy.
my boy Bubba doing, honestly?
Bubba is doing great. Number one, Bubba is number one in Tampa. He went back on terrestrial radio.
Right. I
and
heard he's getting more
killing.
stations.
He's getting more stations. He's
Right.
doing great, and I congratulate him for that. Secondly, he's kicking ass here on Sirius. He's got the, he's on our channels.
Yeah.
He's got the second most listened to show on Sirius.
On Sirius,
Oh, that's
yeah.
awesome.
And he's doing fantastically well. And I
Yeah,
love
but you're the
guy.
one that hired him and gave him the shot because nobody else would touch
You're
him.
damn right. We met, and I saw he was a good guy and a decent human being and a talented guy, and I'm glad I have an association with him, to be quite honest with you. And it's been a very, very positive association. I just spoke to him yesterday on the phone. We talked for a couple of
Is
minutes.
that right?
We check in with each other, and we see
Well,
how
that's
things
good
are going.
because I mean now with the merger we have a universe of about 20 million people.
Yeah. You see,
How come you won't hire me to do a radio show?
Do you wanna
real
do-
talk, real talk with Hulk Hogan.
You want to
brother.
do a radio show?
Oh, yeah.
Are you up to it?
I could do it. Could I work out of Bubba's studio in Tampa?
I don't see why not. Why not?
That'd be awesome.
And you're going to talk real. I mean, you're going to tell me. Actually, you
dude,
kind of do.
The only thing I got going
talk a lot more
couldn't
real
be
than I
more
do.
real
Dude, the only
here than he has been.
The only thing I got going for me now is the truth. If I did it, I'm going to say I did it.
It works. It works for you.
I'm
All right,
telling
well,
you.
we'll talk about it. I'll get you hooked up with Tim Sabian, and we're going to start a dialogue.
Yeah, that'd be
That's what's
awesome.
gonna happen.
Who's
Good.
the guy at the top? Greenstein?
Scott Greenstein.
Yeah,
All right,
Greenstein.
well, we'll talk to Greenstein, too.
He said something to me about that a few years ago, but it was time I was too busy running around. But I think maybe if we, did it and got real talk with Hulk Hogan, brother.
Yeah, maybe that's something you got to explore. Look, you got a lot going on. You got American Gladiators.
Yes, sir.
You got all
how
the,
many more shows can you
got Celebrity Championship Wrestling this fall on CMT. You got all this shit going on.
Don't forget HulkHogan.com. Come on.
And HulkHogan.com and the caffeinated speed.
The energy
The
granules.
energy granules.
If it acts like speed, I'm
What do
right
you
along
do
with
with the granules? Do you pop them in your mouth or do you put them in water? What do you do with these?
do whatever you want.
You can put them they're like pixie sticks,
Uh-huh.
and they just
Oh, you just
dissolve
pour
right in
them
your mouth.
in.
They taste great.
And you're actively involved in the company. You believe in the product, or you just you're out there just.
No, the stuff's good, man. It's really good. I
okay.
need to send you guys a few cases.
Send me some cases. I'm going to start taking it.
Really?
I'll see what happens.
Will you really?
Yeah, sure I will.
You'll
Why
tell
not?
me if you like it?
Yeah, I would try it.
That's
Why not?
awesome, man.
Look.
Don't come in here with a priapism.
And by the way, if Brooke does Playboy, I'm going to have to look at the pictures.
Why don't you bring Brooke in here and have a talk with her about this?
Oh, I talk. You know what? I got to tell you about your daughter. I'm going to tell you something.
Wait
right
till you see her now, bro.
What do you mean?
She's got in crazy shape.
Chiseled?
Training. She went
I
through
find
that.
her very attractive. I have to say, she's a young girl. I know what you're saying.
No. But now she's 20 years old. All of a sudden, that.
If I was single, I would go. But I'd be afraid. You know what? Let's say I start a relationship with her and it doesn't work out. You're going to come looking for me. I don't want that. I don't need that aggravation.
Well, there must have been some other guys who've had relationships with Brooke. He hasn't killed anybody yet.
Yeah, but me, it's different.
Oh, he'll kill you.
Howard.
Look at me. You really want me all over your beautiful little daughter? Come on, think about it. You know what? It wouldn't work. Forget it.
It wouldn't work?
No.
I don't need any more problems.
You don't need me in your life. I'm telling you right now. What is it, Ralph? What do you want to say to Hulk real quick?
Hey, now, Hulk, great guest. I mean, it'd be really great if you could talk about everything. Obviously, your lawyer's there and stuff. And be
well, he's pretty much, what do you think is missing from the story?
He's been pretty open.
I'm sure there's can you imagine how great it'll be when he's back and he can talk about everyking, right?
I feel like your lawyer didn't step in once.
The lawyer stopped him on one question and one question
Whether
only.
he was fucking. Pre-separation.
Why, Hulk, would you and Howard? I mean, why not have Brooke do Playboy? This can only help your career at this point. Look at what it did for Paris Hilton, that sex tape and everything.
No.
But she's got. You see,
she's got something going on.
I tell you, this is what I would tell. I'll tell you what she has going on. She's got a hit reality show. Now you're going to say, "Oh, so what? What do you mean? Oh, come on." She could probably make a ton of dough right now just being a personality from the TV show, meaning appearances, going out and doing all these different things. Second you do Playboy, it does take it into another realm.
No, not these days.
You don't think so?
No.
Although Carmen Electra did Playboy, Pam Anderson did Playboy, but Pam Anderson didn't have a reality show when she did Playboy.
But that's the point.
Doesn't she have a reality show now?
Now she does.
Now she does.
But she started her career by doing Playboy. She didn't.
And then she went to Baywatch and exploded. So
right, but Brooke already has a television presence.
I mean, do you think Hulk wants to know if his daughter's totally shaved? Seriously, do you know?
No, bro, I don't know, and I don't care.
That.
But the thing is, I didn't squash it. I said, tell them you're interested and see what they want, think about it, and just make the right decision.
All right,
tell her to call me. She should do it.
Oh God,
Ralph wants to be
because
Ralph Mania is running wild.
Yeah. Well, listen, Hulkster.
Thank you.
It's great seeing you. I'm sorry you're going through all this.
It's okay, bro. I'm going to be good, man.
This is a tough part of your life, but we hope that it passes painlessly or
as pain-free as
possible. And
but you know what, dude? The weird thing is I was telling Larry King, a month or so ago that when I go out in the street, the people are so supportive, and they're so positive. I think everybody's kind of figured out who everybody is now,
Yeah, I don't know what to think. Listen, I don't know Linda. You know what I mean? I just know you, and I know what you're saying and stuff, and I don't know what her side of the story is and all that. And believe me, that's going to be the show. When you and Linda come in here and we work it right out on the air. If she was here right now, I guarantee you we'd work this thing right out. You want to know what? I'm going to tell you something. If you ever do speak to Linda or your lawyer's lawyer speaks to the lawyer, tell her, come in on here with Hulk. I guarantee you. I could bang out an agreement between the two of you in an hour.
I'll be back tomorrow.
You'll be back tomorrow. And I put that out there. And I'll tell you why I'm that good. Listen, I went through a divorce.
Yes, but both of you are reasonable human beings.
I guarantee you there's a reasonable point that you can make everybody see, and I can do it.
All right.
I'm not bullshitting you.
He's offering.
I could sit down there and say, listen, here's the millions you're going to save in legal fees if we bang this out right now. Here's the realistic best deal that a person ever got in Florida or California or New York. And if I say that to Linda and I show it to her.
Do you ever take into account the other party wants to inflict pain and suffering?
Yes.
Thank you.
I will take that into account. And I'll...
What? What will you do then?
I'll let her piss on Hulk's face, okay? And then it'll be over. You're going to have to take some humiliation. You just lay down on the floor.
I've been eating shit sandwiches for 20 years.
There you go. A little piss ain't going to hurt. All right, listen.
You're brutal.
I am putting that out. I am putting that out there, and I'm not kidding about it. I think I could get it done. And I'm not just bullshitting you. I really do. I think I'm a rational guy. Dave, line it up.
Well, line it up.
Why are you on the phone with us? Why aren't you on the phone with a lawyer? You just heard what I said. That's the problem with you. Everyone's paying you to be on the phone. Now get on there, okay, Dave?
All right. We're in charge. We'll have you down there.
All right, Dave. Thank you.
Thank you.
He's afraid of guys like me. I'll straighten the whole fucking thing out.
I wish.
You're not kidding. All right, look. Be well. We'll meet again.
Thank you.
All right. Hulk Hogan, everybody.
Yeah.
Hulk, how'd it go, man?
It went great. It went real good. We're just making money in the free world. Everything's cool, man. You know, Howard let me talk about HulkHogan.com, which is a good thing. And we talked about the ex-wife. What is that? Wife, ex-wife, whatever it is. Chuck, you know something about that stuff.
Ex-wife.
Come on, Zito. Wait a minute. We can get Pam Anderson's opinion about exes. Chuck Zito's opinion about exes.
I got
when
one,
does
too.
the pain end? When does the pain end? When does the hatred?
Stop getting married.
It stays.
That's what they tell me.
It stays.
I like the weddings, but the marriages are hard.
The weddings are fun, right?
The marriage is like commitment and shit.
Yeah.
That's why there's 3 rings to a marriage: engagement ring, wedding ring, and suffering.
Damn, brother.
Ooh, that was heavy, brother.
Wow, dude. Man.
Yeah.
Wow, that's strong.
Words of wisdom.
You know what they say? Don't get married just by a woman you hate a house.
That's a lot cheaper. No doubt.
See?
Not for me.
When I got divorced from my wife, I didn't know what good housekeeper she was. When we got divorced, she kept the house.
So you had a good time then today?
Yeah, it was cool. No pressure, you know. Last time I was in there with my wife, it was brutal. It was brutal.
Is it hard talking about that stuff now?
Not anymore. Not anymore, man. We're cool. You know, I just hope that my 50-year-old wife and her 19-year-old boyfriend are happy sleeping.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John Hine and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate, Baba Booey. On Monday's wrap-up show, Sal came in and talked about how he's attracted to Tan Mom, which we thought was odd. He also talked about how Cats in the Cradle makes him cry. Then he cried. And then Benji talked about tasting his own semen, and Ronnie talked about it a little bit too. Very strange day on the wrap-up show. Here's how it went.
Sal's now joining us here. And Sal, you hit a lot of stuff this morning, ranging from your little crush you have on Tan Mom, which I thought was...
I wouldn't say it's a crush.
What would you call it?
Just a fetish.
What's a fetish? Like, what's the definition? Like, why? I mean, I know you know what the definition is. Why do you... I noticed that in you. Like, you have this... You used to watch granny porn, which is not really like 90-year-olds. It's like 60-year-olds. But what is it in you? Did something weird happen in your life that sent you down this path?
I don't know. You know, when I was young, there was one person when I was younger, this woman, she would like tackle me down and like try to get down my pants. And
well, okay, slow down. How old were you when this would happen?
About 9.
And how old was she?